Peace, 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 peace. Peace, peace. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Y'all know I don't do these live streams like that, so I guess you should go ahead and like the video, as they like to say. What up, Golden Child? Like the video on your way in. Nah, not my first time. I did mad videos like this. What up, King One? Nah, I did a couple. Nah, not the first time. Peace, beloved gentlemen. Yeah, it's not the first time, kid. I got a couple live streams with Ram. Peace to all y'all, man. It's good to see y'all, brothers. Y'all know I don't do this like that, man. You know what I mean? Give y'all a minute to come in, greet each other, say peace to everybody, spread love and all that. You know? Yeah, man. It's good to see you, brothers, man. It's been a long time. I've shown my face before. I got videos on there with my face on it. But, whatever. Yo, man. It's good, people. We wait a little bit, say what up, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, it's good to see y'all, brothers, man. Y'all know I don't do the lives like that. Yeah, yeah. Hey, what's up, Rich? What's up to everybody? What's up, Nigel? What up? Dwayne? King One Eye. What up, man? Yeah, you need to talk to Reggie. Hey, peace, Jarvis. Marjavis. Peace to you, blood. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. Yeah, we're gonna be careful. It's all good. Brandon, what's up? Peace, peace. Yeah. We got a bunch of cats in here. Um, I had a specific reason for wanting to do this video, right? I wanted it to be to give an understanding. I've been out the country for like the last year and a half. I just got my visa extended for another year, right? The whole process of going through that. It's a real headache. You got to pay. If you want to go through the school route, you got to pay for it. It costs money, real money. Thousands. You're talking grand, 1,500. Some schools is 2,500. So this is what I'm doing to stay out here. I have my own crib. I have a apartment in my name. I got a bank account. I got credit cards in Brazilian banks. Like, I really put myself down here. So everybody liked the video, of course. And I'm just gonna give you I'm trying to give you a rundown because I know it's been a lot of back and forth between brothers that travel and brothers that feel like you shouldn't travel or you should, whatever the case may be. And I don't know. I don't really know the conversation because I really don't tune into it like that. As anybody who's looking to do that, you shouldn't really worry about what people say about what you do with your life, right? You only get one life, and ain't no dress rehearsal for this. This is your only opportunity to make the best of whatever you want to do with yourself. You understand? And what I believe is that as black men, as men in general, I think it's your duty to explore the earth, right? I think it's your duty to do different things. I don't believe that we will all purposely put in a certain city or a certain country for you to exist there for your whole life and never make any effort to see anything else. I feel like I always felt like I was somebody who wanted to see different things my whole life. I wasn't born in the States. I was born in Germany. So at whatever point my spirit transformed, came from another dimension to here, the realm, it wasn't even in America. And a lot of you brothers might feel like you always felt like an outsider. You didn't feel like this was home. You know what I mean? You felt like you were just existing here, but particularly you weren't really, this wasn't home for you. You know, it's good to see all you brothers in here. Now, for the sake of argument, anybody that has an issue with you and your wanting to travel, or brothers that have seen a lot of countries, whether it was through work, leisure, the military, and you what you saw made you want to stay where you wanted to be. Some guys in the Korean War and Vietnam, and those men ended up staying there. You know, this happened in World War II. You know, black men were going to World War II and they were staying in France. They didn't leave. They didn't even want to go back to America. And I think everyone has that right to give themselves the opportunity to make that choice for themselves. I think it's your God-given right. And for all the brothers who do, for the point I'm trying to make is that what you must do in your mind, Boston Dada, what up? I think is that you should always keep the fantasy and the reality in check about this, right? I've been living in Brazil for about a year and a half, just about, straight through. I haven't been back to the States yet. I've been basically trying to put this whole life I'm trying to create out here together. And I've had my share of difficulties. When you're trying to really be in a country, you have to adapt to their culture. You have to adapt to the language, the food. You know, particular things can become complicated that were once easy. Okay? You don't have your friends and family around like that. That's one thing you always have to be aware of. You don't have that support system, and you can meet people, which I've been blessed enough to do, is meet people here, right? Which made things easier, which was a blessing, of course. And now, what I realize is that just something like going to the bank can be complicated as hell. I mean, I broke my glasses. I'll give you a perfect example. I broke my glasses. I wear glasses. I have contacts now. Prophet of thought, peace. But just the process of going to the place that sells glasses and try to get a replacement or get contacts with my understanding of Portuguese. I can speak it, but I'm not fluent by no stretch. There's a lot I don't understand. There's a lot I can't really particularly get. It's like in context of certain conversations, I can understand it. But when you start talking about optometry and eyes, and I'm losing a lot of the vocabulary. So I don't really know what's happening, you know? So it's complicated, even though I'm in a situation where I need glasses. I have no choice. I broke my glasses. I need my glasses to see. I take Portuguese classes. I cannot see. You understand? I do not have great vision. It took me a long time to even get to the point where I was able to leave out of there with contacts. Of course, you can use a translator, but it's still a little complicated. It just makes things harder. Going to the bank, getting things done. You know, I have credit cards. I have 2 bank accounts in Brazil. Getting that done was not easy by no stretch. You understand? To get the things you want, especially when you're dealing with money. You understand? And when you come to another country, people think people think that because you're American, you know, you got this disposable money that, you know, if you lose a dollar here, a dollar there because they're trying to upcharge you on some shit, that is not going, it shouldn't bother you, you know? And that's not true. When I go to the bank, I'm really trying to make sure I'm getting the best situation with my money. You know, I got an apartment, I pay rent. You understand? I have a lease contract, like all of these things. Imagine getting a lease contract and trying to really understand what's being said in your lease, you know? And unfortunately, people can say, You can believe that everyone here in another country is looking out for your best interests because you're from America. Now, be honest. Do you think that's really the case in every country you go? Because you're American, people are really trying to look out for your best interests in every situation? Or is it a situation where people can try to take advantage of you? Some people say no. You understand? So, knowing that, exactly, hell no. People try to get over. And that's something that that's the reality that you gotta take in when you're in another country. That the potential for people is they can try to fuck you over. You know what I'm saying? This can happen in something like a bank. I tried to get a bank account. I tried to get a credit card, right? Because I was putting money in the bank. So I figured, shit, I should try to get a credit card, right? What the girl did basically was she made it seem like, okay, if you put this amount of money in the bank, then we can establish a credit card with you, right? And she convinced me that this amount of money was money that I would have access to. But she didn't give me the details. Of course, things were lost in translation, right? But her intention was she took that money I gave and put it in something called a consortium, which is basically like, because I was looking to buy a property down the line, but I really just wanted to save. So basically what she did, she put about 3,000 real in something called a consortium, which is basically like a raffle to get a loan. But you can't access your money. And then next thing I found out is that you have to pay that amount every month. MGTOW Cowboy. She took advantage of my ability to not fully understand what she was talking about. So later down the line, she's giving me the runaround about the credit card because she had no intention on getting me the credit card. She just wanted me to put my money in the bank in a situation where I can't access it. So after about 2-3 weeks of her running me around, it finally took for me to have to say, I want my money back. And then for her now, it's a whole new runaround because in their situation, it takes 30 days to 2 months to get your money back. So now I have my money in this account and I don't have access to it. I don't have a credit card. I have this girl, this bank teller, who basically hit me with the wapti to put this, because when you put money in this account, she gets a commission. You understand? She gets a commission now because of the money that I put in that account. All right? It took a girlfriend to go and get on the phone and get to the bottom of it, basically go through the customer service, which once we talked to them, they realized there was some bullshit and they knew the girl was up to some bullshit, and then they got my money back in probably like 10 days later. No, I'm not sending money to a woman. This is the bank. This is me opening a bank account. I don't know what he's talking about. But yeah, I got my money back. But yeah, when you go anywhere, you need to really try to understand what the rules, how things work, because a lot of things financially are different. Yeah, you might have the advantage. You might have the advantage when you're vacationing. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not really there long. You're not really engaging in a lot of stuff. You might deal with the price of things being a little high because they think you have a little more money. But it's still not perfect. No place is perfect. Some places are better than others, but it's going to take such an adjustment period that you're going to have to make it. You're gonna have to make do. If you're from the, I feel like if you're from the United States, right? And think about all the things that you've possibly survived in your life: losing money, jobs, hardships, and then if you finally got to a point where you were able to put things together, I think that you can go any place and figure it out. If you have the benefit of meeting good people, right? Which is important. You can be isolated. This is me telling the truth. This is me telling the truth. Because it's a big deal about traveling. And I just want people to know, no, it's okay. It's okay. Now, it was a girl that I'm dating. She straightened that shit out. She wasn't fucking playing. Because if you talk to a Brazilian, a lot of them know it'd be a lot of bullshit. So when they hear something, if you got a decent shorty out here, she gonna make that shit. She gonna get on somebody's ass. You see what I'm saying? But again, I'll get to that. I'll get to that. So if you've been to certain struggles in your life, you've always known how to figure it out, right? If you've gotten to the bottom of it, you figured out how to work, you figured out how to grind. If you go to another country, you're going to be faced with certain hardships, especially with a language barrier. Again, a language barrier. You can do a lot with a Google Translator, but one thing I've learned about being in another country, and if you don't have the language, is that you lose a lot of your personality. You understand? You lose a lot of your who you are, right? Because if you can't speak everything on your mind, then you're a fraction of yourself. That's like, when we're in America and someone is foreign and they're talking, but it's like broken English, and it's like, what they're saying, but it's like no personality behind it. It's just, I want to go to the bathroom. Can I have something to drink? That's kind of like what you're reduced to. And you might have all this eloquence and intelligence and humor and all of these different tropes about you that are amazing, but you really don't have access to yourself. So for anybody who is thinking about going anywhere, I would tell you to at least try to, you become like a robot with minimal expression. So at least try to get some language down. And Portuguese, by no stretch, is an easy language. You understand? Portuguese is so complicated that people who speak English in Brazil, when they tell you how they learn, it almost like insults you. Because you think it's some complex, they went to school, they took a class. They'll be like, I remember two guys told me, a Uber driver and another guy told me that they learned English from video games. I couldn't imagine learning Portuguese from a video game. Spanish is similar, but they're not the same. They learned it from video games. I've met people, and none of them said a class. Some of them said movies, music. That's how easy English is compared to Portuguese. Portuguese. You understand? It's hard, man. Yeah, he said a buddy learned of Grand Theft Auto. I don't know how they do it. Maybe it's the subtitles, but everybody that I talk to here says English is super easy. You understand? In Portuguese, they'll have one word that'll have like 6 different versions. You know what I mean? Because, like, say for instance, to speak is falar, Falar, falar. You understand? You have the version for when I talk, for when you're talking about somebody else, when you're talking about a group of people. The word changes every time. It's ridiculous. So you really gotta practice, man. You understand? No, I do not have a shot. No, I got here before all of that. You understand? And I avoided it like a motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? But that's another conversation. But of course, language. And if some of you men are single and meeting a woman, not knowing Portuguese is super complicated, bro. The food here is great. It's great. A lot of natural food, a lot of fruits I've never seen in my life, but I think they got us as far as steak goes. Brazilian steak is ridiculous. But learning the language, bro, and it's not easy, man. You might have to put some money up. You might have to invest some money in a school if you really want to be in a place and be yourself. I think after maybe 6 months to a year, and I was studying Portuguese, but I wasn't taking it serious. You know what I'm saying? I got by. Once I dated my first girl from Brazil that didn't speak English, and I'm talking about for like 3 to 4 months, I realized how much I didn't have access to about myself. I realized when I separate ways, this girl didn't know nothing about me, and I didn't know nothing about her from what it seemed like. Because how could she? I had a friend come visit me, right? And he was talking. He knew me my whole life. And one thing he said about my situation with the girl was, how do you feel being with a woman knowing that she'll never really know how deep you are, how intelligent you are? Because, you don't speak the same language. Think about that. So it's a lot of brothers, and I'm not trying to knock nobody, you know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of brothers that talk about, traveling here for women or going to any country for women. It's complicated. It's complicated. He says I sound crazy. Okay. When you don't have your who you are, man. You are everything about you and your personality is based upon your communication. How you communicate your ideas, your beliefs, your morals, the things you believe in. If you can't, people don't know who you are. You understand? And that's really the truth. Yeah, a lot of it is nonverbal, true. But also, man, you feel a type of way, man. So it motivated me to want to study more. You understand? Motivated me. You know, when people speak about languages, they don't never talk about, they talk about, being able to talk and make friends and blah 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 and meet girls and blah blah blah. You want to learn a language so when you go to that country, you can have as much of your personality, access to as much of your personality as possible. You understand? You have to. You understand? Any place, if you go to Japan, Europe, Africa, try. You understand? Because at that point, it's nobody's responsibility in another country to speak English. They don't owe you that. Yeah, your actions, who you are, of course. They don't owe you speaking the language, right? And you can lose a lot of the experience of being a place. I've been to restaurants where I tried to order something and I got the wrong thing because I didn't say something right. Yeah, your humor's gone. Imagine not being able to crack a joke. You understand? There's a certain nuance to being able to be humorous, right? It's a combination of intelligence and the way you say something and timing and clever. If you don't have access to that, you can't even be funny. Especially if you're a person with a sense of humor. You can't even understand when people are trying to be funny around you. You can't even understand a joke. So think about how much how much things might not be as fun. Hanging out with people and you sitting around, you might have a friend from Brazil and you hanging around their friends and they're laughing and joking and you don't know what, you just sitting there, just staring. You might crack a smile like, haha, okay, I guess something funny happened, but you don't know. You don't know, you know? And that can lead you into a situation where it was a good point when I was out here. I felt real isolated, bro. You know what I mean? And I'm a very loner type dude, so it wasn't that bad. It might be a lot worse for other people who really need to be, social butterfly type cats, which is nothing wrong with that. But if that's not who you are, even for me, it got a little rough. You understand? It gets real, it gets hard to be social. And that's the whole point of traveling, right? To go and meet other people and other cultures. But if you don't understand, then you're gonna have a serious problem, you know, in every aspect. But of course, that's up to you. We can do anything we want to do. You know, I know people who are fluent in Portuguese, Americans, you know, and I can tell by their amount of, what they do. They definitely have a more fulfilling experience, you know? So even if you are a lone wolf and, yeah, you do pick up the language little by little. I surprise myself sometimes because a lot of it sits in your subconscious and you don't even know it's there until you have to say something and it just comes out and you're like, oh, I surprised myself, and people here are very cool. They'll tell you, yo, your Portuguese is good. And I'm a humble guy. I'll be like, nah, I'm still working on it, and they'll just be like, nah, that's, people will help you, man. So it's like getting over your fear of speaking. I had that for a problem for a while. I was a little embarrassed. A lot of us, I pride myself on my ability to communicate. So when you can't talk, you get a little bashful. You don't want to say things. You just kind of just keep it simple. I would be in an Uber and the Uber driver would be trying to spark a conversation with me, and I would just like get quiet, like oh, okay, because I ain't want to try. After a while, you get more courage, but imagine like because even the thing with Portuguese is that even the alphabet is different. So when you talking from the alphabet, peace to everybody who just came in, peace to everybody. If you the alphabet is different. If you read the alphabet in Portuguese, certain letters the sound of it you won't even recognize. I think Y is like epsilon. What? When you go A B C D E F G and you go to Y, it's like epsilon. Or H is like some weird, R is like like you know what I'm saying? Like I can't even is my first name starts with an R and I still have problems with that. You know, so it's like an H sound. Yeah, it's weird. Like I sounds like E and E sounds like I. So in your brain, you still, your whole life knowing it one way is hard. It's like certain things you got to really be disciplined with yourself. Now, when it comes down to once you're in the country, right? You're here. You're here. You decided you're doing something long term. Like you got your finances in order. You might work online or something like that. And you're like, I'm gonna chill here for a while. What I would tell anybody is to move around a bit. When you get to the country, don't just stay in one city. Like, explore. Because, as you in another country, it's certain things about you. Yeah, Haymond. Yeah. So certain things about you are going to change. Certain things about who you are going to evolve in another country. You know? Certain things about me as far as like how I used to dress and what I cared about clothes and It started to change. You didn't. I didn't really care like that no more because it wasn't like I didn't. You don't need it. You know what I'm saying? In out here, it's fucking hot as shit. You know, a lot of things about me change. You start to adapt to the culture. You know what I mean? And if you're a dude that was a fresh dude, you can be fresh in any country. If you just whatever they wear, you're gonna find out how to freak it for yourself, and you're gonna be alright. You know, because what you really don't want to do is look too American nowhere. You know, you kind of want to blend in. You know, if they wear certain clothes, you want to like start rocking that a little bit. No, I didn't use language software. What I do is I get a lot of audio books on Audible, and mostly ones that just like kick out vocabulary, and I'll just have it playing while I'm in the house or, laying down, or just because your brain is retaining words, you just don't know it. You know, I watch Netflix in Portuguese with the English under it, or I watch it in English with the Portuguese under it, and you just constantly picking up little words you don't know, but before you know it, you'd be surprised. You're gonna have more than you think. So, what I was saying, as far as like once you're here, move around a bit, right? I have friends that came to Rio, and they went to other places like Bahia, or I don't really use apps too much for language. No, I just use like audiobooks. And they go to different places and they end up staying there, and they don't even come back over here. You know what I'm saying? Bahia is a very culturally black part of Brazil, excuse me. It's a lot of African culture. It's a lot of African food, music, a lot of dark skinned people. I think as a black man, I think you probably feel a little more, like, okay, when you go there, you're not gonna feel that out of place. In certain parts of Brazil and Rio, it's a lot of black people here, but it's a lot of it's like it's like you go to a lot of places I go, and it's like not even a lot of black people around. Or you might go to certain restaurants and you don't even see black people. Like, you don't even see like them working. Like, where are they? You know what I'm saying? Because Brazil has a very it's like a class thing here, which I know we have it in America, but it's more like your skin color. Here it's like if you got it, you got it. If you don't, you don't. It's like no middle. So you don't really see it. The poverty here is different. It's like it's no in between. And if you go to like certain parts like LeBlanc, and you go to a bar and you'll be the only black face in that piece. So it depends. Like, whatever your goal is. I went to Bahia and I ended up staying there for like 2 months. I didn't even want to come back, really, because it was so cool, chill, just But I ended up, my boy just moved to Natal, and he thinking about staying there because it's just a real quiet, chill, just tranquil. You think of Rio, you think of like Miami or something. You know, yeah, you get around people that's kind of like, you look like you feel more comfortable. Of course, there's gonna be different kinds of music and vibes and parties when it's people that's black. You know, you're gonna get a little more welcome energy. And I'm giving you the reality. You got to separate the fantasy from the reality, because when you go to another country, you're gonna be full with the fantasy that people give on YouTube, the travel channels and all the exoticness, and ooh, the brothers is always, ooh, they showing girls in all their videos, and everything they're doing is girls and booties, and look at the girls I got and shit like that. And that's not really the truth of what it is when you go to another country, bro. You understand? It's not the truth. If you a dude that ain't really into certain things, you know, when you go to a country where the dollar is 5 to 1, you have to have, and this is where we're gonna start getting. This is not a conversation gonna start getting real. Before you go to another country, and I mean before you go, have your spirit intact. Have who you are intact. Don't go to another country for the sake of running from your problems. because they're going to follow you. And they're going to follow you, and they're going to be stronger in another country. So if you have a drinking problem, you're going to have more of a drinking problem in a country where a bottle of liquor is a fifth of the price. You understand? If eating, you go to a restaurant and it's cheaper, you can go out to eat every day, but you know that that's not sustainable health-wise, right? You got to have all of these aspects of your life in control, because whatever it is you have as a vice, it can be worse. You understand? If you're one of them dudes that's addicted to women, hear me now, it's going to be worse. If you're not there yet, if you haven't controlled yourself, if you haven't got everything under control, where you know exactly who you are, and no amount of temptation is going to stray you from the man that you already established yourself as. You got your money right, you got your mind right, your spirit is intact, you know who you are and what you stand for. When you go to another, then you ready. Unless it's just a vacation. Then it's a vacation, whatever. But if you're going somewhere to live, have yourself in order as a man or woman or whoever the fuck you are. Because when you get there, just like Jay said, wherever you go, there you are. You understand? There you are. When I got here, my first thing was I couldn't put the food down. I was going to steakhouses. I gained a lot of weight. I lost it, but I had to look and say, whoa, all right, I need to chill. You understand? I need to start walking, doing something, getting back on my shit, because, you got to have some type of, understanding of what's important for you, because it could get out of control real fast. If you have an addiction to women, it will go overboard. You understand? I see it all the time, bro. I know dudes that come out here and they don't go see nothing, they don't do nothing, they just up under women the whole fucking time. You couldn't ask them, yo, did you go see that? That was a real nice sight. Did you go to that restaurant? Pfft, they don't know. There's dudes out here that literally will penny pinch for food. Do you understand me? They'll eat cheap meals so that they can have money. They will have a cheap Airbnb apartment. They will have cheap food and spend all their money on broads. And understand, that's why I stay where I stay. I stay away from Rio. I stay away from Copacabana. I stay 20 minutes away. It's not a lot of Americans out here. I don't see that. I'm on my own. You understand? Yeah, you can't run from who you are, bro. In a place like this. It's going to make you worse. In any country like that. So it's important for you to, at least as a man, know who you are. So when you see these dudes online and they're just flashing women all the time and they're telling you about girls here and women here. Listen, let me tell you something, man. Women are the same everywhere. Let's get that out the way. Let's not front like women aren't women by nature, bro. They are the same. I know this. Everywhere. So it's not going to be this fairy godmother that you're going to meet and she's going to bang your head with her fucking wand and, it's going to be just magic, nigga. Let me tell you something, man. I was here for a year and a half, yo. And you as a man, let me tell you, brother, something, man. If you come out here, you're going to be dating a lot of bullshit when you come out here. A lot of birds. A lot of bitches who ain't got no mind frame. They ain't about shit. Nothing. And if you're a man that got some sense about you, you're going to see a lot of similarities from chicks home and chicks here. You're going to have to go to other parts of Brazil, bro. I had to go to other states to meet decent women. And I never was a thirsty dude. I can spend a lot of time by myself. I don't need to date anybody. You understand? I don't. I'm good. I can sit home, mind my business, travel around by myself, work on my YouTube shit, Patreon, YouTube, whatever. Try to figure out how to be a better content creator, whatever I'm called in this matrix we living in. Can work on myself, my body, without distractions. I'm not saying all women are anything or just know that, right, culture separates it. But the nature of women are the same, bro. There's no escaping that. Could you see hugged up with chicks with a big smile on their face like shit is all good? And they be in the comments like, damn, you bagged the fly one. You got that. Yeah, he got that. They got that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a whole, especially if motherfuckers don't speak the language, like forget about it, yo. If you was a simp in the States, you're going to be a simp out the country. I said this in a video years ago. I said, if you're going to be a simp in another country, you're going to be simp wherever you at. You got to get that shit out your system, bro. And most of us is born with that shit because we raised not being educated on reality. So you got to get enough reality. You got to go through your heartbreaks and your divorces, whatever the fuck, for you to wake the fuck up to the world. And then you can see, okay, women are the same. How you navigate it and how you stand on your foot or on your square as a man is what differentiates you from whoever the fuck else she may know. You understand? Don't matter. You got to go through your fucking bumps and bruises as a man to actualize yourself, right? To give yourself a fighting chance out here. Because if you don't, the way women are playing now in the States, if you don't have your mind screwed on tight, these chicks will throw you through the fucking wood chipper, bro. And even in Brazil, I've heard some horror stories of the shit some of these women have done to these dudes that come out here with that trick mentality, that simp mentality. Bro, listen. Chicks done got dudes for ridiculous amounts of money. You understand? Dudes sending all type of crazy bread while this girl is a prostitute, married, putting rings on their fingers. Rings on their fingers. Girls that are working hookers that a nigga think they got a job. He think they got a job. Let me tell you another crazy story. A girl, Kat told me, a girl that was working had some dude in Brazil that she told him she was a nurse at night. The nigga found out somehow, one way or another. You know what happened? The girl killed herself. Off herself. So understand, there's dudes out here, a story of a judge in America messing around with a chick, brought her to the room. She got some dudes to come up there and extort this motherfucker. Bro, if you don't got this in order, if you don't feel like it, just come to a place. And I don't know why she killed herself. I don't know. Maybe he was supporting her, or like, I don't know. But who knows why someone does something like that? You know what I'm saying? Kill themselves. But if you don't have this screwed on tight, brother, no matter where you go, man, it can drive you for a loop. You don't know what's real. You don't know what's fake. You know what I'm saying? Once you get a taste of reality in another country, it's way more extreme to me. You understand? Being a man that thinks in our frame of mind, in our world that we exist in mentally, your understanding of everything, right? A completely unplugged, actualized man who knows. What you see in Brazil with women is extreme. It's not even like a difference. It's almost like a more subtle, but it's when you see it in full, it's like, whoa, bro. You gotta be ready to see it. Once you see it, you can't unsee it, bro. And that don't matter where you at. No matter where you at, no matter where you live, in any country, any place, you know. I got a homeboy out here who's been living in real for a minute. He just bought a house in the middle of the country somewhere, right off the beach. He's done. Especially as you get older, bro. Hey, Ghost Nomad, peace, blood. Once you get older, man, you and I think that's maybe me and you. As you get older, I think you become more conservative as a man. You know, you become more conservative. You become more. Your morality changes when you're young and you're rebellious and you believe in everything people telling you. But you know that after a while, if you have a conservative mindset, when you go to a certain place like Rio, that's a very liberal country. It's overwhelming. You know what I mean? Yeah, city. You gotta. Yeah, it's you know. But again, if you strong, don't worry about it. You know, you just gotta travel. You just gotta go to different places. This might not be the place for you. You know what I'm saying? I got homeboys that been here for a while. They moved to another spot. They was like, nope, I'm done. Because it was chill. Maybe the vibe there. Every place in Brazil is different. First of all, every place is different. You go to Sao Paulo, different. It's just different, bro. They got different vibe, different way of doing things. You understand? And then you might feel like I'm feeling like I'm more drawn at this point. I'm being more drawn towards Sao Paulo because I'm from New York. It gives me like a New York vibe. It's everything's a little more modern. It's a financial hub, so things are newer. The buildings and apartments are newer. You know, people are dressed differently. You know, in Rio, if you're from the States, you feel a little out. You feel a little out of place because you know people don't got a lot. So you feel like if you wear a pair of J's or something, you know, you feel like all eyes on you. You know what I'm saying? So if you go to a place like Sao Paulo where people have these things, you feel more comfortable being yourself a little bit. Yeah, they have an anime culture. They got Little Japan. They got all type of dope stuff out there. I was very surprised once I started to travel around there. I was like, wow, this kind of fits my personality more. Because honestly, you know, I don't really get, you know, the beach ain't really a game changer for me. Honestly, it's cool, but it ain't really like something I need. Like I don't have to be, you know, running around in the water frolicking and shit. That ain't even my style. You know, so but I felt like as you start to as this travel thing starts to open up and it becomes more normal for you brothers to go to places and be able to access a network once you get there, because of what is being taking place online. You can easily look up somebody in a certain place and connect. You don't got to be by yourself nowhere. So as that becomes more prevalent, as brothers start to move into different ways of making money, more digitally based ways of making money, online jobs and things like that, people are going to start traveling more. And especially as the fabrics of the United States starts to like unravel before our eyes and it gets just more insane, you know? Yeah, he's brother Ali Lewis said, I could tell by body language, a lot of those women ain't no different. Watching your videos, women ain't no nothing really different with them. Nah, a lot of that's what I'm trying to tell cats. That's the reality. Don't let these dudes gas you up. You understand? Don't let them gas you. Because I'm telling you, these dudes you see up there and they got the shorties and they faking the funk, them niggas, nah, man. You know? I know brothers, I know brothers in real healthy relationships with women with good jobs, education. They care about these men's well-being. They care about their health. You know what I'm saying? Really connected to them on a deep level. And I can see how much joy it brings these brothers, right? How much peace they get. You know, when you look for somebody who has a similar energy, they might be from a different place, but the women who are, you gotta go through you gotta look through a lot of bullshit to get to the women that actually have some sense, is what I'm saying. Especially in a place like Rio. It's doable. It's doable. I'm not one of those dudes that advocate that, women are the enemy. No. Because I know at this certain point in my life, there's nothing a woman can do to me. If you have your, if you're actualized, there's nothing a woman can do to you, fam. Don't matter. Because if you got sense enough, you're not going to deal with a certain caliber of female, right? And if a woman does wear a little mask and slip through the cracks, you know what I'm saying, over time, you're going to know who she is, man. Over time, the average woman, man, you can let them sit around and talk for 15 to 20 minutes, man, and they'll give you the whole, you know exactly who she is, man. It all depends on if you let it go further than that. If you allow it to continue after you know what it is. And that's in the States, anywhere in the world. You know what it is. You understand? You know what it is. When you meet a woman, you know what it is, fam. It don't take rocket science. Now, when you in the simp mind frame, you have a tendency to overlook way more. You let a lot of shit slide. So that's how you can let a dangerous woman into your cipher, because you allowed so many things to go unchecked. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta change or save her nothing. She's gonna tell you exactly who she is. There's nothing a woman can do to me that's going to disrupt my life or my money or my peace or joy, because I have the strength to send them all back to the wilderness so they could frolic in the forest with the rest of the forest creatures that you can't domesticate. You know what I'm saying? You got to go back in the forest with the rest of the foxes and the squirrels. You know what I'm saying? You got to go back to the forest. You know what I mean? Go harvest back there. Because you ain't going to make it, you ain't going to fuck with me like that. You understand? Yo, we all used to have a little scent blood in us. Word up. Frolic in the forest with the rest of them. She doesn't have to be part of your cipher, man. You know what I mean? They always gonna, even if they lie, women tell the truth. Even when they tell the truth, they lying. You see what I'm saying? It's really about your discernment, your natural discernment to know, like, nah, this ain't right. And just have the heart to say, nah, shorty, I'm good, yo. If you good dolo, man, you good. You know? That's the thing you gotta understand. These are the truths I'm trying to tell you, so that when you start to get to the point when you choosing a place, right? A place that might fit you. I still want to go to Japan. And I can tell somebody that and they'll be like, yo, what you want to go to Japan for? I was there for 2 years and it was this and that and da 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 da. Like, listen, don't take nobody word for it. I don't even care what he said. You understand? I'm going because I want to go. I don't care about none of that. So even despite what I'm saying, don't go by what I'm saying. Take the little tidbit nuggets to give you a heads up, but go for yourself, man. Do it because you want to do it. Don't worry about what nobody say online or, these cats is, these dudes be on these live streams like flipping out because niggas is traveling, losing their minds. It's crazy to me. Like, yo, why you even care? What do you care for? Wouldn't that mean there's more girls for you in America? Like, leave these brothers alone. And they might not even, and the thing is, I know brothers here buying real estate. They doing real big things on some business level shit. Because it's a lot of open terrain here if you got some money and you know how to do some things, man. It's open season. So it's like for you to knock a brother and then know that he's reaping the benefit of whatever he do with his life and how he wants to live. Yo, let him do it. Yo, what up? Oh, what up, baby? All right, I'm gonna get at you. I'm gonna get your info. I'm gonna get at you. I got a different number, man. I got a Brazil number now, man. I don't even got my number's weird. It don't even it's like 12 digits. Crazy. Anyway, but you gotta let you gotta give yourself opportunity to see a place for yourself, man. You gotta give yourself opportunity to go to a place and you might not like it. Because people would tell me all the time, yo, you going to yo, it's mad dangerous out there. Yo, they gonna rob you. I've never felt in danger one time ever being here. Never. Edward Anderson, what up, baby? I've never felt any type of energy. I done chilled in favelas at parties. I have common sense, okay? I'm not gonna put myself in situations where I can be in danger. You understand? I grew up in cities. All of them same rules apply when you go anywhere. You should be able to read the room. You should be able to peep shit way before it happened. You understand? You have to notice. So when people say it like, yeah, I felt more in danger in America. What I see on the news, I'll be scared to have a nice car in America right now. They bringing back carjacking like it's 1990, 1991. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking menace to society. Like niggas is carjacking again. And I would leave that up to a lot of people. Yeah, like you can't get your head popped for nothing. You understand? It's crazy when you think about like I sit there and watch like all these kids like running in these stores and stealing stuff and doing these like things where there's like 20 of them are running the store and just rip everything and just run out with bags and clothes and like this is like real purge type shit going on in America, fam. Like that's wild. All you see is a bunch of tight ass jeans hanging off somebody's ass. All the bandits got tight jeans on and they butt hanging out. Little skinny motherfuckers. Yeah. Take a double burger with cheese, bro. That's the type of crimes niggas is doing. Like real, just like outrageous. Like, damn, y'all broke like that? I remember when we was younger, when I was teenager, man, like we all was either working, doing something. I think these kids see that the lifestyle with hip hop music has got so extreme with the lavishness and the gaudiness and the flossiness of some young dude 23 with a stack of money up to his chest. I just seen something like that earlier today. Like, why do these dudes be holding all this cash? Like the dollar is that valuable like that. Like, why are you holding all your cash on you? So think about how these kids dudes is scamming, and imagine being a young dude and seeing all this on Instagram all day. You seeing this on rap videos. I mean, it probably drive them crazy. Where they like, I gotta do something. I gotta have these clothes. I gotta go do something. And this when they start running in stores, wanting to steal a bunch of iPhones and we wasn't about that. Yo, yeah, I heard Philly's on some other. They carjacking in Philly again. Like, why are you stealing the car? We used to just want to save up and buy one. That was it. Even if it was a little Honda Civic or whatever, you just wanted to go save some money and get some car. Get you a whip. You know? They don't they get these kids so hyped up that they give them a life where they just like the materialism and consumption of it. It's like you go on Instagram, bro. These kids, our generation, I'm 41, right? New York City, Gotham. Yeah, it is. I'm 41. And yeah, right. I'm looking at the comments 1 second. Yeah, I've been in all type of cities and it's never been this wild. We never wanted to be stealing was looked at as something corny back in the day. You understand what I'm saying? You go to Los Angeles, yeah, all the homeless encampments and like it's like literally like psychopaths walking around LA. Literally. Like there's no psychiatric wards. There's literally crazy people walking around committing crimes. We never thought to steal. If you was a thief, nobody wanted to be around you. Like, oh, you a thief? Ugh. Yeah, hyper consumerism. So all these kids want to do is they sit online because I'm 41. Again, what I was saying, our generation, I was an adult before social media existed. Right? I was in my 20s the first time I heard the term Twitter. So some of us existed in a whole life before this existed. Now these kids, they only know the internet and social media, right? You know, I don't, I can see where it has its faults, but imagine being a 17-year-old right now, 18, you only know this stuff, you know? And yeah, and with kids having all of this, the ability to make it, man, they could be online doing all type of stuff. It's ridiculous the things you see. So for a man who sees all of this, you see all of this, and you choose another life for yourself. Who the fuck is anybody to tell you you're doing the wrong thing? Who the fuck is anybody? If you done worked hard and grinded and put yourself in a position to do that, every other culture does it. Why you can't do it? You understand? You think when I'm in Rio, it's only black men? It's motherfuckers from Europe, Germany, Asian people here, all type of people. That's not from here. But I'm pretty sure it's not an issue for them. Why is it an issue for you? You know why? Because they need you to be that fallback guy. You understand? You got to be the fall guy when all of this shit hits the fan. These chicks gonna need somebody to do they Brittany Renner with. Brittany Reiner, whatever the hell her name is. What's that girl name? Brittany Grenner. What? Not the basketball chick. The little Instagram bird. What's her? The one crying on the internet because she getting $2,500 for child support. Whatever her name is, I forget. Brittany Brenner. Yeah. She getting $2,500 for child support and complaining. for one child. Like, you tell him this, who gonna be the fallback guy for a chick like that? Who gonna be that guy? All of these robo thoughts out here, y'all are supposed to be the guys waiting at the end of the line, bro. When y'all not there, who's gonna take care of these chicks? That's not building nothing. That's not building anything for themselves. Just out partying their lives away. Way past the point when you're supposed to stop doing that. Right? These chicks want to be Toys R Us kids forever. Talk about Peter Pan syndrome. They always try to put it on men, but it's really, I notice a lot of young women, they don't never want to grow up, fam. They just want to play forever. And then all of a sudden life hits them in the ass, and then they got to find somebody to come fix it up. Why I got to fix it up? If you live in a big city right now, everything's getting more expensive. What is gas now? What, $7 or some crazy nonsense? I was a truck driver. I got friends who's truck drivers that's telling me the gas price is nuts for diesel. You taking money out of the mouths of people who work, drive for a living. Imagine being the second childhood. Yeah, imagine being a Uber driver, DoorDash, where you have to pay $6-7 to fill, to what, get a quarter tank? You understand? What are they going to do? Everything. Yeah, let the company pay for the fuel. Company, yeah, but man, imagine being a parent, like my man said. Imagine being a parent right now. You go to the school and the school's trying to teach your child about same-sex sexual encounters and things that they just shouldn't know. You understand? You got to go there and find out what the teachers is telling your children. You know, just if you don't have the ability to critical race theory, basically telling you that history never happened, like forget about it. We're just gonna make up stuff now. Rewriting history, literally. Imagine having a child in this situation. How hard that would be if you're a man that knows what you know, and you got to send your kids to one of these ridiculous schools. It's bad, man. So if you as a man decide that you want to do something different, you want to trade this for something else, you know, I made the decision. It was super complicated. It was difficult, bro. You know, but it's like people been doing this forever. Why is it such a problem when you want to do that? Why is everybody got a name for you? Or why it even got to be a label? Passport bros. Why it even got to be a term? Why does it have to be labeled as something? And I don't even, who's the usual suspects mad at you for traveling? You understand? The dating coach dudes? Who are the dating coach dudes now? I don't even know. That's still a thing? Watching a dude tell you how to get girls? Like, that's a thing still? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Why you gotta label yourself? Like, who's the dude that's on who's the dude that's on YouTube basically projecting himself like he's so much cooler than you, so that he got to teach you how to get a girl to do something with, like, what? And now not even be doing that for girls. What happened here? Did the live start again? I don't know what just happened. Okay, it's still on. I feel like it just said reconnecting. I don't know. You good? I'm good. Okay, it didn't do nothing. Okay, I thought it looked like it said reconnecting. I don't know if it like cut it off or I don't know. But anyway, I'm just thinking, would someone, why would someone need that? You know, and even if you want to travel and go just to explore the world, who the fuck cares? But you at least got it, and I'm talking about it from both extremes. I'm talking about it from the guy who's telling you you a sucker for traveling, ugh, and the dude who's like, yeah, go to the other countries because it's nothing but girls, and they're gonna walk, they're gonna feed you grapes, and they're gonna carry you around like King Tut. You understand? And they all sexy, and they all gonna want you. Soon as you come down, soon as you walk in the country, you get off the plane, girls gonna be waiting there to grab your balls and tickle your nuts. Like, the fuck out of here, man. That's not true at all. But that's how they make it seem. It's not like that. You understand? You're gonna go there and you think you're gonna get your heart, you're gonna get real wake up call, bro. Especially a place like Rio. If you're not a dude that likes paying for butt, and if you do, that's on you. But if you really trying to mac on a chick or talk to a woman regularly, man, certain things gotta be in order. You gotta get yourself in order physically, work out, be, the same shit. It don't change. It don't change. You still gotta be attractive. You still gotta work out and be clean and smell good and have some character. You know what I mean? Like, it don't work like that. That's what these dudes is telling you. It's not true. I promise you that. And most of these dudes talking, I know them. I met them. It's not true. You know what I'm saying? Don't believe the bullshit. I'm telling you the real. Have your fucking shit together before you do anything. So at least you can put yourself in a situation where if you're a dude that already work out, you already got your shit together, you clean, you got, then you be all right. But of course, you got that infamous language barrier, which can send you right back to the beginning again. So you understand you gotta have a lot of things in order if you trying to do things the way that you used to doing. Because most men in America aren't used to buying pussy. Straight up. So if you trying to stay like that, then you gotta at least have your fucking mind right and come together. You know what I'm saying? Have your shit together, bro. You're gonna have your share of hard times, man. Because it's gonna be, like I said, not knowing the language is gonna make simple things hard than a motherfucker. You understand? And I remember being in situations where it was something I needed to do. I had to go to the dentist. This is what I'm talking about. Everything is good when you chilling. But then when you gotta do some real shit and you don't know the language, imagine going to a dentist and you don't know fucking Portuguese. And how fucking frustrated I was. Trying to explain, like, damn, I had my fucking chipped my tooth. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And he's just like, okay, like, I don't want to say the wrong thing and this dude gonna fucking pull the wrong tooth out or whatever the fuck he had to do. Like, all of these things are real that I've really experienced. You know what I'm saying? I delete this. I don't even know what that is. So it's the reality, man. I want all of y'all to do exactly what you want to do in this life. You don't have, this is not a dress rehearsal. This is not a scrimmage. You understand? This is life. It's happening now. You know what I'm saying? You do not need to pay for pussy in Brazil. You do not. You just got to be on point because Brazil is a very aesthetically discriminatory place, right? Everywhere you go in Brazil, there's fucking Botox places and dental tooth whitening and fucking salons and tanning places, gyms everywhere. These people out here working out every day. Do you understand what I'm saying? It be raining and they out there on the beach jogging. Brazilians are not like Americans. They do not play around with their health. You understand? These girls are in optimal shape. They're not big, chubby. No, these girls work out 3-4 times a week. You understand? So when you come, they gonna be looking at you the way they look at a Brazilian dude. You see these old pretty boy ass Brazilian niggas out here running on the beach with us 8-pack, and you walk around with big ass gut hanging out, and you gonna feel type of way, bro. They do not play with that shit. They got gym stations every 5 minutes on the beach where you could get some dips and pull-ups, and they don't play. Everybody's riding bikes and playing soccer. You're gonna go and then be like, oh shit. You're gonna go on the beach and take your shirt off, and you ain't did a sit-up or lift weights in 20 years. You're gonna see these niggas walking around here, yo. You're gonna be like, shit, I gotta take my ass to the gym. Real shit. You're gonna go to a restaurant, they're gonna be like, you want some chicken? Be like, nah, I want a salad. Let me get a salad. Fuck that. Because that's the way they are. You understand? In Brazil, you have to work out because of the food. You can go to a restaurant. Just picture this meal. You go to a restaurant, they give you a steak, rice, beans, and then to top it off, they give you French fries. Think of all the carbs and like, where's the salad? So these people eat this shit all the time, but then they're jogging all day, every day. They're working out, they're running. You be like, damn, I ate that shit for 3 months and I blew up like a balloon. Boo! Real talk. Blew up. You're like, damn, okay, let me chill out. So you gotta understand that all of these things matter. I done seen a lot of women from the States come to Brazil and they all be mad because they see how the women look and they be like, oh shit. You be surprised, man. You be surprised, fam. You can do whatever. It's just that you're gonna see it, and it's gonna. Dudes think it's like, you think a woman that's in shape is gonna want somebody who's not in shape. Just like if you're a man in fairly decent shape, are you gonna want a big girl if you live a healthy lifestyle? You understand? A lot of the women from America, black women, they come out here and they don't feel like they want to be here like that because they don't get the dating energy, like, you know what I'm saying? They don't get that because if they're a thick chick, it's thick chicks everywhere. They're not really. It's overwhelming. You understand? You're gonna see so many joints that I could imagine how a woman from the States would feel, or even a woman in Brazil. There's women in here that would be a 8 or 9 in America. Here they're like a 6. You understand? And they feel that. They'll tell you that. Like, oh, I'm not pretty. No, I'm not cute. Because they walk around Rio all day seeing all these knockout women. A woman that is pretty, look good, she'll feel like she's ugly. You understand? it's a lot to be. It's a lot that you have to see. I mean, there's black women here too. I wouldn't say black women met their match. There's black women here, a lot of them, a lot. You understand? And the thing about Brazil, which is interesting, is that if you speak to a woman that looks mixed by our standards in America, like she's mixed, she says she's black. And you'll be like, oh, word? Like, okay. Like it's different. Like by her standards, she might look a little, Latino or, and you really might, by American standards, like think she's from another, but she's like, I'm a black woman. Like, wow. So it's a lot. Yeah, it is a lot of layers to peel back about when you travel. You know what I mean? Especially, like I said, your vices, all of those things, you got to have that things in order, fam. Yeah, it's a lot of African energy in Brazil. You understand? A lot of black people here. A lot of things you'll see, You go to certain countries. I remember I was in Asia, and it's like super hard to get a haircut, get a beard line up. But here, so many black people, they got some of the best barbers I ever seen out here, man. These dudes' haircuts be laced. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of things you have to prepare. Learning Portuguese, have I learned? No, I'm still learning. Right? By any stretch, I'm still learning. I'm not gonna say I mean, I speak Portuguese, but to be honest, I'm still learning. And yeah, a lot of people do speak English. You'll see, when you do meet someone here that speaks English, they're usually someone in like the education field. They teach something, you know what I mean? But when you are in another place, the way I've been here this long, right? You start to learn things that people that only been here like a week or 2 weeks would never notice. Little cultural innuendos. It's like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? Like little things. You'll notice the little subtle energy with when you're black. Like you see me, I live in a place where I'm probably like one or two black people that live in my building, right? And I know the energy I give. I'm big. I'm like 6'1", 6'2". I got tattoos. I look, I've been to places where I met a friend at his apartment, and I walked in and I bought a bag, a duffel bag from the mall because I was going to Sao Paulo on the bus. I was going to catch Sao Paulo, go see my little shorty, but I went to check my man before I left. I came to the desk. I put my bag on the desk. It was the duffel bag was in a bag, right? And I put it on the joint, and the lady started taking my bag and writing on it. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? She thought I was a delivery guy because that's what they used to seeing. If you black, you like delivering food. Shit like that. Shit like that will fuck you up. Because you're like, damn, do black people have the same opportunities? So when black people complain about shit in the States, as far as like, at least in America, you could get you some money in America. You understand? At the end of the day. You could go in a doctor's office and see a black doctor, a black surgeon. You don't see that shit out here. You understand? You don't see that. You see a black doctor. I got friends who got multiple brothers and sisters are physicians in his family. 3 black people that are doctors. This is shit you don't see. You'll see out here, you'll see white children being pushed in strollers by black women who are caregivers of kids. It's certain things you just be like, damn. Regardless of what you feel about the States, you can get you some money in America. At the bare minimum. You understand? So, I'm grateful to be from the States because I feel like I was given opportunity for a certain level of education. certain level of thought process that gives you the ability to manifest things in other places. You got an advantage because of your mentality, because of the way you grind in America. You come to another place and you already like adapted to making moves. You know what I mean? You're not a lazy motherfucker. So it's like you see that in certain places where, a place like Rio, it has like a little leisure attitude. Like people real chill, they walk real slow. Everybody's real just casual, just chilling, People might just be on the beach on a Tuesday during the day, you know, probably ain't make $1 all day, and they just like, fuck it, I'm on the beach, But if you from America, that don't fly. If you need money and you chilling, that's not how we was raised. So we have a different mentality in the States on how we should maneuver and get bread. You just can't sit on your ass if you hurting. Out here it's like motherfucker be in a favela, they ain't making a lot of money, so they like, fuck it, man, let's go to the beach, we'll figure out how to pay the bills later. They have literally sayings about that, like people will sit on their ass and figure out how to pay the bills later. Like, fuck it, let's go get a caipirinha and sit on the beach, we ain't make $1 today. You see what I'm saying? It's different. Like, yeah, old Ollie Lewis, no place is perfect. You trade off pros and cons. You check the list. You look at America. Okay, check, 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 check. If you get to a point where you feel like you want, okay, you go to Japan. Japan gonna have good things. It's gonna have bad things that you don't like. You just got to decide whether the good things are worth it. You understand? So this is where you gotta really, really tailor. And I always say this, as a black man, as a man in general. You want to my friend's father used to say, you want to design your life like you design your outfit, like you tailor your clothes for the day. A day when you're really trying to get fresh and you might be going out or you going to a wedding or whatever, you trying to look your best. That's how you want to tailor your life. You want everything to fit you right. Because what you're wearing ain't particularly, who cares what the next man cares? It's on your body. You understand? You tailored it for you. It might not fit the next man the same way. When you get a bespoke suit or something like that was made just for your body, that suit can't be worn by nobody else. So that's how your life got to be. You understand? That's how your life got to be. Your life has to be bespoke to you. You understand? You have to be, that's how you have to tailor it. You take the good, you take the bad. There's nights when I'm here and I'm just bored out my fucking mind. You understand? Nights when I have good fun. Nights when I just stay in the house and cook and watch TV, play PlayStation. Like, you understand? Like, it's different. It's not all partying and what people make it seem like when they come out here and they always got a girl with her. Yeah, it's all the girls every time I go. Look at the girl I got. Look at the girl I got. That shit is hilarious to me. And it's like, that's not reality. If you you do regular things. Yeah, do I explore more than I do in America? Yeah, of course. I'm more willing to see something new for the first time here because, I don't know. So what it comes down to is, again, you live the life that you live. If you're a dude that like playing video games, man, bring your PlayStation 5, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't act like that ain't who you are. It's nice while I sit home and play the game, nigga. I don't go nowhere. I don't do shit. You understand? And brothers be making it seem like it's like you out wigging every day. I'm a grown man. I'm 41 years old. You think I could be out drinking and partying every day? You understand? No. I don't even want to. I don't even have the intentions. I can't drink like I used to when I was younger. You understand? When you 40, them hangovers last for a day and a half after you finish drinking. Damn near. Feel like you're having a stroke because you drank too much. Do you think I like to feel like that all the time? I don't like feeling like that at all. So you gotta understand, I don't need to be out there running around rambunctious like I'm 20 again. No. No, 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 no. Some days you gotta sit your ass down and chill. You understand? That shit ain't sustainable, bro. So when cats make it seem like it's just like a whole big party, it's not, bro. It's regular life. You know what I mean? There's days when I'm doing laundry, cleaning up the crib, grocery shopping. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. So it's like you go, I do everything I do. Is things a little cheaper here? Yeah, but you can still spend a lot of money, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what I be trying to get. Like dudes think you drink, I mean, when things are cheaper, right? In essence, you feel like, oh, you can buy more. And you kind of, if you come out here and you feel like, oh, I got it, I could splurge, and you become like a splurgeaholic, you're gonna spend probably more money than you're gonna spend in the States. Because you in your mind, you feel like you ain't spending no money. But you are. It's adding up. You understand? Yeah, they selling you a lie, bro. It's not real. That's a fantasy they're selling. Because dudes want to see a girl in the thumbnail with a fat butt, and they believe that, it's real. Can you make it there with 40 grand? Hell the fuck yeah, you can make it. You can make it in a lot of places with 40 grand. If that's 40 grand, whatever you got, you just multiply it times 5, and that's what you'll have. You could buy a home, you know what I'm saying, with 40 G's out here. More than. You understand? So it's all these things that are about you, you have to understand, like, you can't just be running around rambunctious. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see niggas talking about nothing but the bitches. You know what I'm saying? I've been here long enough to know that's not sustainable. You understand? There's dudes, yeah, that's on vacation, and they come out here. I done talk to niggas, man. This one I know, like I said, if you got a sexual vice, I done sat talking to dudes, right? And they out here, and I'm like, damn, so how's, you talk to somebody in the evening, you might be saying like, yo, man, what you do today? I heard a nigga tell me this, dead ass. He said, yeah, I had this girl over last night, right? Then she left. And I had another one over this morning, right? Mess with her. Then I had another one come around 1, right? And then she here. I took a little nap. I'm here with you now, but after I leave here, I got another one coming later. You like, nigga, what? Bruh, what the fuck is wrong with you, dog? You are bugging. What? And isn't that, seems like somebody with a problem? That's like me saying, yeah, I had a bottle this morning and I drank later and I drank. You wilding, bro. And these the same dudes you be talking to and be like, hey man, let's go out to eat for dinner. And they be like, man, I ain't even got it right now, bro. I can't even do it right now. I can't even do it. Like, damn. You know what I mean? Just 3 days ago, you had shorties over the crib all day. Now you can't even go and get you something good to eat for dinner on Sunday. Like, come on, man. Come on. Things like that. If you have a problem, it's gonna be worse. If you have a problem, you like to do sniffy stuff, drugs. They got that shit here too. And if you hanging around a bunch of working girls, they gonna know where the drugs is at. Now you're gonna be back into that world again, doing all that shit you probably doing. There's people that done had addictions and broke them. Come out here, all that shit gonna fall right in your lap. This is the truth. You gotta have the strength to know who the fuck you are, man. We all got weaknesses. We all have things that we know we need to have control over. If you a dude that's already always been struggling with your weight, you know that I have to be mindful about when I eat and how I eat. I'm not one of those dudes who can sit and eat fucking cookies and cake and steak and fried chicken all day and still have a six pack. I wish I was one of them dudes, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I have to make sure I'm eating vegetables. I gotta eat at a certain point in the day. Don't really, you know what I'm saying? I gotta like be mindful of that all the time. If you know you a dude that when you get girls and you start getting addicted to it, bro, you'd be surprised because a lot of these girls they'll tell you, man, especially when you dating them, man, a lot of them are real conservative. You understand? You'd be surprised. They very conservative. If you get a good woman out, she's very conservative, very domesticated. And when I first got here, honestly, I met a girl like that. And I wasn't even used to that. I didn't even know how to deal with it. Because she was so on point, it made me insecure. Like, damn, what a this girl's cooking breakfast, lunch, dinner, everything. And the little things she wanted in exchange for me, I had like a problem with it because I was just like still, selfish and you know what I mean? I learned a lot about women out here. You know what I mean? To like, a lot of dudes are a lot of women, a lot of yeah, I'm saying a lot of men, we come from a lot of unnatural situations with women, right? So you become accustomed to like almost like abuse or just being mistreated or having women not do what they supposed to do for you. You become like almost accustomed to it. So when you get around women that are doing it, you start thinking like, what is she up to? What is she doing? Something ain't right. And it ain't the fact. It ain't even the case, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I fucked that up because I wasn't mature enough. Relationship maturity is a maturity as well. I didn't have it. I didn't even know how to deal with something like that. When you get it, when you talk about you want something, and then when you finally get it, sometimes it's about what you're gonna do with it once you get it. You know what I mean? You think she plotting on you, yeah, and she ain't. Come to find out, she was raised like that to be that way. You know what I'm saying? You thinking she up to something? Nah, man. You know, like she just like that's what she was about. I remember one time, bro. She went to I was this when I was in Bahia. She went to the grocery store one time. She's like, I'm gonna go get some stuff for lunch. And I just gave her a little money, I'll get some stuff from the grocery store. It was hot as shit. She came back with bags of groceries and vegetables to cook, sweat, beads of sweat going down her shit. I ain't never seen like a woman sweating trying to get some shit to cook for me, dog. And I was leery. Imagine that. I was leery about her. I don't like you all doing these things for me. What are you up to over there? It's crazy. I had to learn a lot about myself. I had to mature. Luckily enough, I was able to meet one down the line and know, you know what I'm saying? Now, that's how some women are here. Yeah, you got to kind of be prepared when you meet a woman that's good to you, bro. you know, because a lot of us, we go in, especially if you overdose on this red pill manosphere shit all the time, it have you thinking all women are evil and shit, man. It's not healthy, bro. As somebody who made them type of videos, and I'm not proud of them, dog. You understand? If you listen to my videos from when I first started doing this and to where I do now, if you're on the Patreon or whatever, my videos are more about peace and opening your mind, seeing the world for it is. There's no anger in my voice. I don't look at women like the enemy. You understand? Sometimes when you get that in that situation, them videos can fuck with your head, bro. Being in them conversations all the time and all of that, you're not going to be able to turn it off once you leave that matrix for a completely different matrix with a whole different programming. You're going to put that shit here and it's going to have you confused and flustered, and you're not going to know how to differentiate one from the other. And then you're going to fuck around and do what I did and fuck it up with a perfectly good woman that was fine as shit. Like fine, like I like them. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know how you got women that are fine and you got women that are fine like how you like them. Like the girl you see, and she's the type of girl you like, just like I like a girl just like that. I had that girl just like that. And I'm on some bullshit when I got that. You can't listen to that shit all day, man. You know what I'm saying? It's good to get the basic gist of it, but it's not healthy, bro. All them dudes that's on there mad and screaming and flipping them out around, I can't hear that shit. That fresh and fit and all them, I can't listen to that shit, man. Them niggas is talking about shit we was talking about fucking 5-6 years ago. You understand? I get it. It's helping people that don't know. But once you know and you understand, just like I tell dudes, you got to get your cap and gown, get your certificate of completion, and move on with your life. Move on with your fucking life, bro. You've graduated. You've watched all the videos. You understand it. You got a gist of it. Actually, you went through your red pill rage, and now you actually settled into the truth of it and like, all right, this is the world now. And then you just go live. You don't have to keep on reiterating it over and over and over and over. It'll drive you crazy. It's outdated. The software is outdated. You understand? You don't need it. Nah, that chick, I'm not with her no more. We still friends, but I'm not with her no more. But that was my fault, though. You know what I mean? And I'm man enough to admit that. As a man, you got to know. We're not women. We don't sit around and be like, every relationship I was in, oh, I was done wrong and somebody did me wrong and I'm perfect and I never did no, like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Let's be for real. Dudes done messed up some relationships, bro. It's not realistic. Niggas done fucked up some relationships, bro. Let's be for real. So it's like, if you man enough to admit that, that's the only time you're gonna get better. Don't let these niggas, don't let these dudes put this shit in your head, bro. Because I regretted some of my messages in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Because it was too much anger. It was too much. I had anger in my heart still. When you first find a lot of this stuff out, you angry. You mad. It's not good to be, it's not good to have all that hatred in your heart. And when you listen to these dudes that's still kicking that shit, they've been doing these same videos for 6-7 years, it's almost, I feel bad for them, yo. It's like sad. Because a lot of them, it's either something psychologically wrong with you at this point, you a weirdo, or you completely faking it and you not like nothing you saying. It's no way you can sustain like that. You understand? Worrying about this and that. You're like, If you choose not to date a certain demographic of woman for whatever particular reason, bruh, that's on you. You understand? There's somebody out there. Maybe she's not from the States. Maybe she's not from your city. Maybe she's not from your state. She might be, you might live in Florida and she might be a chick from Nebraska or something. You know what I'm saying? You got to move around a little bit, man. And even if you go to another country, again, like I said, women are not going to be that different. You know? They're faking the funk. They can't be real. Yeah, like righteous anger. Yeah, I give you, yeah, Art, you're right. Yeah, it's becoming repetitious. It's like it's not real. You understand? Yeah, I know what you mean, repetitive. It's not real. And if you overdose on it, which you can, you're gonna make your life a lot more complicated than it needs to be. For what it did, for what it did for me, it allowed me to put things in proper perspective and give myself the ability to focus on myself. Yeah, Don Levon is right. This is true. So I learned to put things in perspective. I was able to focus on myself and put my life where it needed to be. You understand? Yeah, it's not good, man. And then after that, women became more simple. Like once you pull a veil up on women, they're pretty. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're like, oh. It's like somebody gave, remember the Game Genie back in the day for like Nintendo? It's like the Game Genie. Like you know all the codes and the cheats, and you just like, oh, it ain't that serious. You know what I mean? They not that hard to figure out. They pretty much like standard. That's what it gave me. Like it just let me know it ain't that deep. Like, oh, these bitches ain't that deep, man. This and after a while, you just don't yeah, you just don't care. It ain't you don't got the same emotion for it. You know what I mean? Does it take a little bit of the luster out of things? Yeah, a little bit. But I don't think it was supposed to be all shiny and what it say, everything that glitters ain't gold. You ain't supposed to feel like that about no female. I think you're supposed to feel a little bit of like just like, even if you care about her, because you still want to be in control of yourself, man. When you make it like we're some magical mythical being, then you're gonna put her in a position she can't even maintain, and then you just gonna get disappointed. What's your cash app? Oh, it's Ghost God, but I can't type it. It's like it's without Ghost God. Everything that's a O is an X. So you know what I'm saying? It's like GHXSTGXD. But you said they can't maintain that because oftentimes what really hurts you about a woman or disappoints you is that she don't live up to the expectation of the imaginary person you created in your brain. You put her in this imaginary situation, you know, that's not real. Yeah, that's right. There you go, Zeke. You put her in this imaginary situation, she don't live up to it, and now you're hurt. But you're hurt because she's not the person you made her out to be. That's your fault. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do more lives. I just never thought I was good at it. You know what I mean? That's why I never really did lives. 'Cause I never thought I was good at it. And you know, that's all. It's all in your head. The woman you thought she was is all in your head. You know what I mean? So you can't fault anybody for not living up to the expectation that you created. That's why it's best to have that understanding so that when you do meet a woman, it's not complicated. You're complicating things. Women are very simple creatures, brother. They're very simple. They're very predictable. You know? This is something that you need to know. They're very predictable. Even in another country, they're even more predictable here because I think American women have developed a sort of a savvy and a ruthlessness to them that makes them more cunning and gives them more of a reason to be like skullduggerous with you. Here, I don't think they really have the equipment to trick you unless you real soft in the brain. You like real mushy simp nigga. Like if you don't have that, you don't. They're not gonna catch you like that. Oh yeah, join the Patreon too, man. My Patreon is very nice. I don't like to promote, but it's probably 300, 400 videos on there, brother. High quality editing. Some of my best shit I ever did in my life. But I think that women here don't have that. Yeah, people walking around Brazil, like that shit is goofy, man. One of them kids was doing a video of how he got robbed of his camera, and it was like, yo, money, what you thought was gonna happen? You're stupid. Yeah, thank you, Zeke. You know, um, just in essence of what I'm saying, like I said, once you get to a point with understanding of you, and you created a fortress around who you are, right? You got fire, you got a moat, you got a dragon guard in that motherfucker, a drawbridge. Ain't no woman getting past that unless you let the door open, man. And only people, what they say, halt, who goes there? It's a guard there. That's your intuition, your gut feeling, standing there with a night suit on and a sword as they approach. Who goes there? State your name. What are you here for? So when she does get to that point, you could be like, nah, I don't know you like that. Go on. No, you're not. You're not granted passage. You know, and that's really what you get from the understanding. You get that fortress. You're just not out there butt naked with women just coming at you. Yeah, you shall not pass, yo. Because at the end of the day, even having a conversation with a woman can alter her native. Like if you are privy in a certain field of interest, right? And a woman asks you like, how do you blah blah blah, and you give her like some game, like, come on, that's worth something. I ain't really got no crazy life changing advice. No chick. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be for real. I ain't trying to be disrespectful. You know. Oh, trucking? No, I live in Brazil, brother. I can't do trucking no more. And these people drive crazy out here. I couldn't do it. Austin. Who's Austin Holloman? Honestly, bro, like I said, I don't really dig into a lot of this conversation. Oh yeah, the Portuguese class is good. I got them Monday through Friday for my visa. If I got a student visa, so I have to go to class. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really get into the conversation. I don't know the players. I don't know the names. So maybe I'll do more live streams. I think I will. I think that's where YouTube is going, right? Transferring the money, you can use a couple of apps. Remnity app, you can use Western Union. It'll send it right to your bank account in Brazil in like a minute, actually. It's actually pretty good and it's cheap. It's free actually. But I don't really know the players like that. When I'm on YouTube, man, I'm watching like basketball highlights and cooking stuff and you know, different things. Like I said, it's I don't really know. YouTube is changing. Like I'm like a dinosaur. You know what I'm saying? Like my type of videos is like old style. You know what I'm saying? And now live streaming is the way. You know, but I just like the artistic freedom I have with editing videos. I like to do it. You know, I like to do it. It's fun to me. It's like something I try to challenge myself with, and I feel like live streaming is like it kind of takes the out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess to try to separate yourself from other people, I think the craft of editing and crafting a video is what separated me from other people. So if I start doing a lot of live streams, I'm kind of feel like I'm like everybody else, you know what I'm saying? And that's not really what I want to. I really pride myself on being different, you know? Yeah, it's the wave. That's what people do now. So I guess it's something I'm gonna start putting or start doing more of, or maybe create a channel that's strictly about that. This is just me talking about my ideas, you know, and maybe start a channel. This channel's already been beaten into the YouTube basement as far as the algorithm goes, but I might have to start something fresh, you know? Start something fresh that's just mine. It's you know, and get the message out like that. You know, like I don't want the live streams to become too where it don't got the same moxie, because I think it's finding something new to do on YouTube. Yeah, split the two. Like do something here, do something there. Might do more editing videos on Patreon or do some. I'm always thinking about this. I'm always sitting around plotting these things, like sitting there just like, I sat today trying to figure out how to do reaction videos and how to use OBS and all this shit, and I'm just like, I have no idea how to do these things. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, make another channel, like. So I figured I'm just trying to learn the technology of it. It's different. I kind of mastered what I do, so now I have to learn something else because it's like something different. So I got to figure how I'm gonna do these things. If that makes sense, for all of you in here, I really appreciate you, like, cause you're making me feel like I can do live streams more, cause I don't really do them like that. And of course, the Patreon is there for you, the guys that are new, that don't really know what I do, or you've seen videos on my channel and you're not really privy on like how deep the rabbit hole is gone in this TMT thing. My Patreon is more videos than you can possibly consume in the next couple of years. It's a lot. I think it's upwards between 300 videos, and my videos are between a half hour to an hour, maybe more. So it'll keep you busy. And it's not all, and my videos are not all women are this, women are that. I try to conquer different psychological aspects of the male experience beyond women, right? Women are very focal point of our lives. They're the only other person on the planet, but in 2020, it's like 90 different sexes now. But to me, it's just men and women. That's it. We just the only people here. So it's good to kind of know them. Yeah, of course. I got the Aquarian DNA. I'll figure it out. So if anybody, just I'm gonna try to yeah, it's a lot to catch up. If you start from the beginning on my Patreon, it'll take you a while to get to the new shit. You'll be still going through it. And if you're still in the learning curve of trying to understand what this is and what, where you are mentally or what you're trying to figure out, I think I touched on a lot of the ideas that black men need, to sit and try to unravel your own brain. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who Austin Holman is. Is he like, what does Austin Holman talk about? Traveling or it's so many new people. You know how YouTube likes to hide people from you. So even if someone is pretty big, it's like YouTube will make it where you don't even know. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little different. You know what I mean? Oh, these travels. Okay. You know, I've it's I don't even consider myself a traveler. I'm like just an expat. You know what I mean? Like I officially moved. You know what I mean? Like I don't have anything in the States. Nothing. You know what I mean? Yeah, Edward, you can do the live streaming if you want. You could get. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to like make it look good and all that kind of stuff. Cause I'll be trying to I want my shit to look fly. Like I don't want it to feel like you losing any of the creativity. But I'm learning it. It's gonna take me a little bit of a learning curve. This is on my phone, but usually I'm trying to get the equipment, the camera, and the mics and all of that. So that's the next things I'm gonna start doing is investing in like the setup to make it look good, and then get like the little background so it look fly, and those are all things I need to do. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm a transient. No, transient. Cash is just going. I'm an expat. I left America with 2 bags. You know what I'm saying? 2 duffel bags. I left my life. I sold my bike. I sold my club. Yo, I started. I started fresh. Yeah, I might just do StreamYard for now and then just work. Just keep adding on to it. I got OBS, but that shit is complicated. I'll be like, I don't know what the fuck that shit is. So it's it's something that I'm my next goal. Even though I might be here and I'm doing something, I'm still working on goals. I'm still trying to get better. You know what I'm saying? Because again, the YouTube space for men, once it became the conversation became commercialized, it was like motherfuckers coming out of nowhere, kicking that stuff, and it's like it get old. You know what I mean? It get old. You can't even you go on Instagram and it's dudes, red pill dudes everywhere. Just everybody, just women is this. You see all these podcasts where men and women are sitting around arguing about goofy shit. Like, it's too much. I be sick of seeing that shit, yo. I'm sick of seeing a podcast with like 4 dudes and 4 chicks, and they just sitting there arguing about who should make breakfast. Like, what? Who should wash the clothes? Nigga, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just like it's too much. I'm getting tired of podcasts, man. Like, I listen to fucking. If I listen to podcasts, I listen to language podcasts. I listen to Alex Jones sometimes because he's like real interesting sometimes, and he kind of give you like a heads up what the fuck is going on with the country because usually the shit come true like later. I listened to a podcast from Sammy the Bull called This Thing of Ours, which is pretty nuts, where he's just talking about his whole like mafia career. That shit is like nuts to hear somebody speak of his life, you know. And honestly, yeah, like the podcast where it be like dudes and girls, and then there's all these red pill girls coming out, and it's like, yo, I know for a fact a lot of them is bullshit, full of shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just easy to say. Like, if it ain't Crimson Cure or one of those women that was around from the beginning, like, I don't really want to hear it. You know what I mean? Because a lot of them is just a front right now. They just saying anything because it sound good, and dudes listen to women because they saying something like, yeah, girls should cook and clean and blah blah blah, and dudes is like, yeah, baby, go ahead, pay, here's that cash up, hitting that what's the shit called, the super chats. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it's like, yeah, Kendra, she's always been on it like that, but it's like all these new ones, they look like models. You know what I mean? It'd be like a model. One chick, she mad bad, big ass titties and shit. And I'd be like, who the fuck is this broad? On here talking about what women do wrong. Like you didn't take advantage of being a beautiful woman your whole life. The fuck out of here, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like let's stop playing. And if it's like if you're a fly bad chick and you talking on this red pill shit and you not married, man, come on. You know, just like I don't get it. Cause it's like people, it's easy to take the message and then be like, oh, I'm gonna get it. I see this shit is popping. After Kevin Samuels, God rest his soul, you know, everybody want to do this now. But they didn't do it at the beginning when I was doing it, when Ram was doing it, Black Book of Alpharonomy, when we was all getting our channels, all these flags and crazy comments. I done got crazy death threat emails and all type of shit when I first started doing this. Now it's like commercial. It's like cool now. You know what I mean? I was doing it when it wasn't cool. When you was losing friends, like people that knew your whole life would find out you, and they didn't want to be your friend no more. David Carroll, God rest his soul, he taught me a lot too. You know, but it's like they gonna. It's easy. It's easy to be in this lane now. You know what I'm saying? It's easy now, cause it's commercial. It's cool now. Everybody want to sit down and listen to it. You know how many friends I be hearing coming at me that are knowing I do this now, that are coming at me with like videos from shit from way back that's like old shit. Like stuff that's like basic one-on-one information. They're telling me this because they don't really know how deep it is with me. So they'll just be bringing it up. Yo, I seen this video today. What you know about this? What you know about this Kevin Samuels guy? Like, you know what I mean? I remember when Kevin Samuels was on Obsidian's radio show, and he would call in to just talk. You know what I'm saying? I remember all of these things. I was there for that. I was on Obsidian show called, these things is real. Elders versus old niggas. That's on my Patreon. They ain't like that video. The elders versus the old cats, they ain't like that. Man, older dudes was trying to flag that video down so bad. Dudes. Not women, dudes. They ain't like us talking about them. They like, man, they was pissed. Now, Patrice O'Neal. Now everybody's on Patrice O'Neal now. It's like, it's okay that the message get out. And I can see that it's shifting the conversation. It's shifting the narrative between men and women. I see it. It's definitely happening because it's becoming mainstream. But also it's going to be a lot of copycats, a lot of people faking it. And then it's going to be dudes that, because the information is becoming prevalent, they're going to get more extreme with the message. And that's when it starts to get a little crazy. At a certain point, like I said, at a certain point, you can't walk around acting like you hate women. Because if you're a grown man, it should be certain women around you or not. Because if they're on some bullshit, they're not around you. You know what I'm saying? I'm in complete control of my peace. 24 hours a day, 365. I'm in complete control of my peace. Nobody can come into my shit and throw off my peace. Not one person. It's not possible. You know what I'm saying? I don't like pussy that much to let it ruin my life. You know what I'm saying? It's real talk. Vernon, what do you think of the older dudes that took that video personal? I don't know. I mean, it's I don't know if that video is private or I think it's on my Patreon on unlisted. But even the comments is still there. You know what I mean? And them dudes was pissed, man. Yeah, like you said, Ascended said, every time I go to a bar and have a random conversation with a guy, they're all red-pilled, and we have the same talking points. The message is getting out there. Men are winning. Men are winning, and women are scared. Yeah, truthfully, I mean, you hear it more and more. But it's like, being that I didn't really show my face like that, I'll be out here talking to people in Brazil, and they'll be talking to me like I don't know, and I'll just play dumb and just be like, oh, word, yeah. Never heard that before. And I had dudes share videos like, you ever heard of a guy named Black Ram? Like, yeah, that's my man. Like, but I don't say that. I just be like, nah, I don't, what you talking about? And just see what dudes is talking. Like, I just let them, I just let them talk. I try to keep it humble like that. I don't even want the props. You see what I'm saying? So when someone speaks to me like that, about that, or speaks my name up, or I've been places where dudes, once they knew who I was, they was like, oh, that's you. Like, and I'll be like, yo, I just try to keep it low. Like I can't not be a humble guy. Like, I don't want no props for this. You know what I mean? I'm just doing what I wish somebody would have did for me. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I done had YouTubers try to get fly with me, like I'm a fan of them or some shit, and I was really just coming to give them props. And I'm like, yo, I had to say it there, like, dog, I got a YouTube channel too. Like, what are you talking about? Why are you trying to play me like I'm like a fan of you? Like, nigga, I'm just trying to be like, yo, my nigga, you doing your thing. That's all I was trying to say. Nigga try to give me like I'm a YouTube celebrity. Like, get the fuck out of here, nigga. And that's when it was like the shit got weird. Like, I just be like, you know what? Let me chill. Let me fall back. You know what I'm saying? Let me fall back. Because these dudes, I'm telling you, man, it's a small world. Small world. And a lot of times I just be quiet. I don't say nothing. I just listen to dudes talk. I be in a conversation with dudes. I done seen dudes flipping out on chicks. Like, what do you mean? I need a woman that's gonna wash my drawers and fold my socks and pick the dingleberries out my gooch. You know what I'm saying? Talking to a Brazilian woman and she's looking at this nigga like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Like literally, like real crazy niggas, man. Like, dog, why are we at dinner? Why are we at dinner having these fucking YouTube conversations? Can y'all niggas just exist regular? Like, this is what these, I'm telling you, I swear to God, this is my word. You know what I'm saying? You said, how do you say thinking man's telling in Portuguese? I have no idea. Pensando, homem, templar, no, homem, I don't know, forget it, I don't know. But that's how dudes be. It's bad like that out here, yes. This is in Brazil. I done sat at tables with dudes and girls, and dudes was literally starting arguments with women, fam. And they're sitting there. The girls is like regular, just quiet. They don't know. They're looking at it like, yo, what's wrong with these black men? What the fuck is wrong with you? The bitch was like, she was like terrified. She was like terrified. That's what I'm saying. These dudes take that shit and they go off the deep end, fam. Where they can't even be like, yo, son, why can't you just talk to her about regular stuff? Why you gotta talk to her about feminism and yeah, because feminism got you women feel like y'all ain't supposed to make me dinner. Like, what the fuck? Like, yo, son. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. You can't unlame a lame, dog. I ain't saying no names. I'm telling you, these niggas is YouTubers. Bugging out. Bugging out. Bugging out. So I couldn't understand, like, yo, how are these dudes dating women? How they dating a regular woman, yo? When they think so extreme like this. And I'm not saying, because if a woman like you, fam, there's certain things you're not even gonna have to ask for her to do. She's gonna do it because she want to. You understand? That's just what it is. You don't have to go demanding nothing. Like, I need a woman, if I date a woman, even if she from Brazil, I need her to clip my toenails every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. I need her to make my oatmeal with bananas in it in the morning. I need her to wash my Hershey streaks out of my drawers. You know what I'm saying? These niggas is real. These are real dudes, yo. That I've watched this shit with my own eyes, like check please, like that type shit, like. And the women was like, y'all leaving? Let's go. like we going with y'all. We don't want to stay around. Like these dudes is tripping, fam. Like I want a hot apple pie sitting on the windowsill every Wednesday. Like, yo, man, like y'all dudes gotta chill, fam. That shit was, I never forgot that shit. Ever since then, I was like, yo, I do not want to meet no more of these dudes because it's like, I'll be disappointed. Like, yeah, that's bad. You see how y'all reacting? I'm telling you exactly what was going on. Like this dude was literally raising his voice, getting like nah. And this girl was like a Brazilian woman, just a little Brazilian white girl, and her friend. She didn't say nothing about relationships. She didn't bring it up. Nigga just started asking her dumb shit. She's like, what? Like, nah, I mean, I believe she just said some simple shit like, yo, I believe, we both supposed to, do each other for, do things for each other. He's like, nah. If you my woman, you supposed to do what I say. I run the show. Blah, blah, blah. Little white girl's looking at this nigga like, someone please get me up from this table. I have to get the fuck out of here. Nah. Like, I was embarrassed. Like niggas start being like, yo, fam, yo, chill, fam. It's not that serious. Cool out, bro. Like, relax. Why you so mad? It's like that red pill shit drive niggas crazy, man. You got to know when you know. Once you know what you know, man. At a certain point, you don't even got to watch it, man. You probably could support your favorite creators when they, having the time, or if I'm doing it live. Oh, let me go check out, see what. Just, but you don't got to sit there and watch these niggas break down like 80% of divorces ending. Women do 80% of divorces and blah 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 blah. Like, this niggas know all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas know all this shit, yo. Yeah. Do you know who I am? Dudes is bugging. So you just gotta let that shit. You gotta let them dudes you gotta breathe, man. You gotta breathe, man. Like yo, just like we're in a restaurant. There's people looking at us. Like I'm in another country. I don't want no problems, yo. I don't want nobody looking at me like I'm bugging or, you know what I'm saying? You got to be mindful of shit when you're in another country. You got to watch yourself. You don't want to be in a situation where you're dealing with the police. You don't want people looking at you wrong. What's up, China White? You don't want people, you got a reputation to uphold for yourself. A certain standard, maybe something you got to misprove because a lot of people don't never been around American brothers before. So when you're in a restaurant, yeah, I use a certain level of decorum. I say please and thank you. I show utmost respect. I don't go there getting mad at the waiter because they don't understand me, or they get an attitude because they may bring out your water and they got you wanted ice and they ain't got no ice. I asked for ice. You ain't got my ice. These Brazilian motherfuckers, man. I see all of this shit, dog. Be at a restaurant with an attitude because they got something wrong. They missed something. Like, fam, why you getting mad? Like, why you talking to this lady like that? Bruh, it's like, that's what I'm saying. It's like a dark side to this shit, man. That's what I'm trying to explain. A lot of dudes come out here and they got a bad attitude, fam. Or if you was a goofball back in America, you come out here, now you got your nose up because your money go a little further. Now you looking down on people and shit. Like, what kind of fucking man does that? Now you looking down on people, treating people fucked up. Bruh, I see this shit all the time, man. Motherfuckers be having zero respect. You know what I mean? Zero decorum when they go places. They don't give a fuck. And it's like, yo, man, you gotta take that shit back to the States, man. Because if you fuck around, I done seen, put it like this. I done been out with dudes. Like a dude's, I met this cat in school when I was in my other school for Portuguese, right? I met this dude in school. He's from LA. He's like, yo, I went out with my other homeboy. I seen him out in an area where people just like drinking in bars. And my other boy was like, yeah, I'm about to go. So, I went to holler at him. Like, all right, well, I'm going to come kick it with this dude from school. I didn't really know him like that. But I was like, fuck it. He seemed all right. You know what I mean? So we walking around and he's really on the hunt for girls, right? He's like in a way where I'm like, I'm already noticing certain things. Like, all right, here we go. I'm like, he's walking up to women. I'm kind of falling back. I'm like 8, 9 steps behind. You know what I'm saying? I'm just watching this dude. And it was a situation where there was some women sitting at a table, right? And there was some dudes sitting at a table. And he went up to them and started talking to the girl. And her dude's right there, and he's like, yo. He know what he said. Hey, man, I'm trying to talk to her. Fam, that could have been her damn husband, bro. That could have been her boyfriend. It was like 5 of them. You understand? This is the lack of respect this dude got. Like, why are you even talking to a woman that got a bunch of dudes at the table if she didn't give you no signal, she ain't wave to you, she ain't do nothing. You just interrupted her conversation trying to get her Instagram, and she's looking at you like, what? And then the dude's looking at you, and now you like, my nigga, this is my first date with you, and I've been here for so long, and I feel like I'm about to get my first confrontation because of a dude I don't even know, that don't know how to act, don't got no sense, don't have no coof. You know how older dudes would say, you don't got no coof, man. You're uncoofed, nigga. These Brazilian niggas will beat your ass over their girl, bro. That's a fact. They will beat your ass over their girl. These dudes know jujitsu. These motherfuckers be boxing, MMA, all of that. These dudes be on some real combat ready shit, man. No home training, right? You will get rocked out here because they don't have the same gun laws. Guns are super illegal out here. But these dudes can scrap though. Don't get it twisted. They got to. You see what I'm saying? You go to the favelas, right? I was chilling with one of my teachers. He invited us out for drinks in his favela, right? And we were just having drinks at a little bar. And he was telling me how you see a girl, right? You go to a party in a favela, you can't even look at certain dudes' girls that's like the drug dealers. Cause they'll be walking around with AKs on. These dudes will have machine guns on them, bro. And they might like a girl, but the girl don't like them or they not together. But in that dude's mind, that's his girl. And this dude is a killer. He said you can't even be off point dancing with the wrong girl at a party. These niggas will lay you the fuck out. So you understand, like, they got a different, men in South America have a different energy when it comes to the women they with. They're a little more aggressive, right? So if you come around trying to disrespect, these niggas is gonna try to rock you, man. I never chill with that dude again, yo. Never. I never chill with him again. I never looked at him the same way. Because that was some clown shit he did. And he didn't even think about the ramifications. Like, even if you get in a fight with this dude and the police come, who they gonna believe? You don't even speak Portuguese. How you gonna defend yourself? How you gonna say, oh, this is what happened, but you got a whole table of people saying, yeah, this dude came up to us and started a fight, and then what? Can someone put the Cash App in the chat? You starting a fight with a motherfucker, the police gonna be on his side. You understand? They ain't gonna be trying to help you. That shit is nuts. How you gonna even do that and think that you might not get your ass beat, fam? By the cops will, yo. I'm got so many stories for y'all. So this is like me catching up. This is like, yo, if anybody asks TMT, what you been up to? This is me giving you just different stories of things I've experienced, right? One time I was in an Uber with my cousin. He came out here to visit me, and my man from Brazil, right? And we in the Uber. We going down Copacabana. I don't know what time it is. Probably like 11 o'clock. I'm sitting in the Uber. They got small cars. I see the lights behind me. I'm like, oh shit. The cops pull us over. Bruh. We get out the joint. These niggas getting out the car with fucking Call of Duty guns. You understand? Like, they got Call of Duty guns. M4s, full vest, like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm shook as fuck. But here's the crazy part. They thought we was like from there. Because they thought we was messing around with doing some bullshit. I don't know what. But once they heard us start speaking English, everybody started relaxing. And all of a sudden now it's cool. But I'm like, damn, imagine if we was from Brazil. I done had dudes get stopped at traffic checks. They done took their bags out and went through their bags. They don't give a fuck if you're American or not. They going through your bags, making sure you ain't got drugs. Like, it's real, fam. So when you in another country, you stay away from hard knucklehead motherfuckers. Because they do exist. And they do travel. They do got passports. Them super tough niggas that go to another country and think they could beat everybody ass. And that shit is Stay away from them niggas, bro. I'm just giving you. Thank you, China White. Anybody who's given the Cash App for whatever reason, much thanks. Um, Stay away from them hardhead niggas because when you travel, you're gonna meet Americans. It's just gonna be part of the deal. You just may just run into somebody from the States. Make sure you know what type of motherfucker this person is before you start hanging with him. You know what I'm saying? It's real. I done been out, I done met dudes and hung out, and dudes is sitting at a restaurant, and a dude go in his pocket, and I forgot this nigga was from like I don't know, Atlanta or something. Right? He's a little like kind of hood, but I ain't think nothing of it. Right? I'm a hood dude too. But I ain't really think nothing of it. This dude sitting at the table, this nigga go in his pocket, this nigga pull out a little bag of coke. I said, what the fuck? Nigga like, yo, you fuck with this shit? Like, nigga, if you don't put that shit away, fam, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? In a restaurant. Like niggas gonna do some quick Goldie shit. You know how niggas had a little thumb, little nigga do some quick little like shit like you gonna do that in a restaurant, fam? Like, yo, nigga, what the fuck? Son, where you get like first of all, I don't know, I don't even wanna know where you got it. And if you brought it to America, I don't even wanna know how or where you stuffed that bag when you got on the plane, bro. But for real, son, like you niggas gonna do it real on the low, long pinky nail right in front of me. Like, dog, I just met you like 2 days ago. What would make you think that was cool, son? You in Brazil. You know how illegal that shit is? Weed is illegal here. Oh shit, I gotta charge my phone. Listen, man. Weed is illegal in Brazil. Illegal than a motherfucker. So think about how they gonna treat you if you mess around with some coke. Like what's gonna happen to you? You understand? It's not gonna be pretty. Hold on, let me get my charger. Phone charger. But anyway, that's what I'll be saying, man. I'm telling you real stories. Real stories. It's a dark side to every place you go. And you gotta have sense. If you're a sensible person, I would say go travel, man. If you're the type of person that you know how you meet a person or you know a friend or a family member that, you know, always gravitates towards real grimy motherfuckers. Like, no matter where they go, they find the worst people to be friends with. You know, you might have a relative. It might be a sister, brother, you know, just somebody who always gravitate towards low energy people. Like they gotta hang with some dirty motherfuckers. You know, all they friends is just bummy people. They just never hang with people that's doing anything with their life. You know what I'm saying? Oh, thank you, anybody that cash out. These are the type of people that you can meet overseas, man. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Post Chain said, I hate people like that. I hate people like that, fam. That fucking gotta hang with low level people. They got to. Damn, it's fucking blue light. Let me turn the light on that. Put a light on. Like, they gotta hang with somebody that's low level. So you gotta think. You go, yeah, locked up abroad. Yeah, watch them shows. There be Americans in the motherfuckers. You gotta know the laws, man. They gotta, yo, you'll meet these people out here, man. Somebody that was just on some real loser shit. Running from something. I meet a lot of cats out here that's literally running from something. Niggas that got kids. Mm-hmm. Running from something. You shouldn't be going anywhere if you haven't taken care of your problems, man. Or the things you may have been dealing with back home. You don't want to go and just, you know, leave everything alone. Mark Lowe, shut your ass up. Low level. I got tattoos because I can do that. Because I'm me. You know what I'm saying? This guy. Yeah, exactly. Get him out of here. Being weird. I don't know why. You don't gotta shut up. You just like, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Why? Why? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so people are always gonna, that's people gonna do what they want to do. I'm not mad at him. He's just doing what he do. Some people want to troll or whatever the case may be. But that's why I don't really be doing the lives too, Edward. See, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. I just like to do my videos. You could judge it, whatever. I don't gotta sit there engage you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, somebody always finding some low level people. When you go to another country, it's a good chance you can meet people like that running from crime. You know what I'm saying? People that are running from like legal situations. It's like you told my test, like I'm tired. It is what it is. And that's what I'm saying. Like people, I know people that's running from like cases. Like, yeah, I had a little something situation, and they running from. You don't know if it's a murder or, you know what I'm saying. A lot of people be on that. So it's like you gotta navigate what type of people you let around you, fam. Especially in another country, because you don't really have that support. You know what I mean? You don't really have that support like you want. You got friends, but you don't got your day ones. I got a day one here, which is I'm blessed that he came out here and he can move around freely like me. But you really don't have, you know what I'm saying? You don't have a lot of people to hold you down. So you can't afford something legal going wrong. You know what I mean? You can't afford it. You can't afford to be somewhere or dealing with some little ratchet ass chick that don't know how to act, that don't care about you. You don't care, and you in here drinking and doing some dumb shit. My nigga, there's nothing you could do if she decides to make a situation with you. Because what's gonna happen is the cops gonna mess around and come, and they gonna be trying to get some bread out. It's like it's a lot of real slimy shit that could go on. And I learned these things from listening to other people, listening to dudes' stories. And once I hear these dudes telling me these situations that can happen, there's certain things that I just don't even involve myself with. You know what I'm saying? I don't involve myself in it. I don't involve myself with certain people. I just don't do it. I can't. I can't afford a loss out here. You know what I'm saying? I can't afford a loss in another country. So when you do travel, just keep all these things in mind that I'm telling you in the stream. You got to be super disciplined. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got to be super disciplined because in another country, your network of people can either make your life easier here or it can make it a lot worse. You know what I mean? I be low a lot, man. I hang with cats, but there's times where I just got to be alone. I got to be on my own shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, King Louis, I don't think I got super chat on this one, this channel. You know what I mean? I just only got the pay the what's that shit called? Cash App. I forgot. Getting old. But for all you brothers and sisters, whoever want to travel, whoever has the idea that this could be something you want to do, I just want you to go through this video and just know like there's good things, there's bad things, there's dangers. You know what I mean? Especially for women. You understand? Women complain about a lot in America, but there's a lot of shit that happen to women in other countries, bro. Fucked up shit. You could watch the news in Brazil, and every other story is this woman got beat up, this girl got kidnapped, this girl got yoked up, this dude slapped this girl, this chick got da 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 da. Every fucking other story, something happening to a woman, like, damn. A girl denied a dude, and he fucking threw her up against a car, like crazy shit, bro. Like, whoa. So, and shorty I was dating had to point that out. Like, yo, it's a lot of dangers for him. And then I started watching the news. And then when you watch the news, you start seeing that shit like it's a lot of shit happening out here. So it's very, very dangerous in certain situations. You know what I mean? A lot of shit. Like you go to certain countries flossing and trying to be too live. There's a kid out here that was like I think he was a rapper or something. And he had a lot of paper, right? And he had like a Porsche for real. And he took the Porsche riding around in the hoods. Them niggas snatched him out this Porsche, killed him. Straight killed him. Because he was doing too much. You know what I'm saying? He said, what part of the country are you in? I'm in Rio, but I'm in Barra de Juca. I'm like a little off in the cut a little bit. Yeah, the kid had a Porsche and they murdered him, yo. For doing, and he's from Brazil, but he was just being too out there. Like, the common sense. Yeah, I done seen it where it was a story where a girl out here in Brazil, I'll tell you for example, it was a girl in Brazil. She was leaving the club. It's like 3, 4 in the morning. She's leaving the club. It's her and a girl. You know what I'm saying? And a bunch of dudes started surrounding the girls. And the girls was on some like, yo, we about to leave. We good, blah, blah, blah. And them niggas took that shit the wrong way. They was drunk and started beating them girls' ass. Like 3 or 4 dudes just jumped 2 girls because they didn't want to be bothered. You know what I'm saying? What he say? He said, TMT, I saw a video with a chick cheating on her gang member boyfriend. His crew dragged her and the side dude out the house and blew both their heads off. Yeah, man. Crazy shit. You know what I mean? So it's a certain level of like awareness and common sense you have to have mastered before you come to a certain place, especially in South America. You know what I mean? I don't know in Europe. You know the story about the black kid that was in the bar and he was talking to the white girl and the European dudes got jealous and they jumped him and killed him. I don't know what part of Europe that was in, but they made that a big deal on YouTube. Like, oh, see, when y'all go to other countries, this what happened to y'all, blah, blah, blah. You see what I'm saying? Like, that stuff can happen anywhere. Yeah, that was Greece. Yeah, that stuff can happen anywhere. So you got to have a certain level of common sense. You know what I mean? Like, even if them dudes may approach them, Bakari, yeah, I don't know what happened, but a lot of you cats, at the end of the day, you might have been able to see that coming. What's up, man? It's tomorrow. Long time no hear. You know what I'm saying? You might have been able to see that coming. Or maybe peeped it unraveling. Couple dudes looking at you the wrong way, giving you a funny energy. And you might have tried to be like, yo, let me get up out of here. You know what I mean? Because I'm not going to be a brave dude. Bakari Henderson, yeah, rest in peace to him. I'm not going to be a brave heart in another country. You understand? They jumped in to death. So imagine what they was doing to beat you up to death. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that happens here too. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure a woman is single as hell if you're talking to her. And it ain't no weird ass niggas that's like, you know what I'm saying? You got to, yeah, you could feel the energy. Like, I done been places and I done felt niggas looking at me funny. You know what I'm saying? And I just backed up out of there. Like, I ain't even confront it. I just looked at it through the corner of my eye. And once I started feeling it was real, I was like, yo, let me get up here. I go to another bar. Whatever these dudes is on, I don't want no problems. You know what I'm saying? They might see you talking to a girl. It's real shit. You got to be able to really, like, peep game on shit. For whatever reason. Yeah, if you feel the energy's off, just be out. Don't even get in nobody's face and be like, yo, what you looking at? Like, all right. You know what I'm saying? You just fall out. Just be like, I'm going to go somewhere else. I don't got no problem. Finish your drink or don't finish your drink. Pay for that shit and get the fuck out of there. Because you don't got no reason to be scrapping with nobody. You don't got no reason to get into no shit. Nothing. Anybody get funky with you, just get out the situation, walk away. You shouldn't be out there scrapping and all that shit. There's nothing you could do. If either it's two options, three options. You're gonna get your ass whooped, you're gonna get killed, or you going to jail. And you going to a jail in another country. So imagine how complicated that's gonna be, trying to get bailed out, get a lawyer, get your situation. You understand? Think about just the complications that would come with being in a jail. You don't speak the language. You done did something wrong, and now you got to figure out how to get out of it. Even if you get a lawyer or you need someone to bail, like the amount of hoops you would have to jump through to do that. Why would you not just avoid it altogether? You know what I'm saying? Just avoid it. Avoid the situation altogether. Don't even put yourself in the situation. No bueno. That's what I'm saying. And don't be one of them dudes that when it's women around, you turn off your sensibility. Like you might be in a club with a bunch of sketchy motherfuckers, or you see a bunch of little fights about to pop off and people looking like they got beef, but you think because there's a bunch of fine ass women in there, you gonna sit there and be like, nah, I'ma chill, there's too many hoes in here. Nigga, get the fuck out of there. You see what I'm saying? Do not sit your ass around waiting for something to happen because you see a couple fat asses walking around. You know what I mean? You know how much red tape, bureaucracy you have to go through to get out of jail in Brazil? And you did something wrong? Bruh. It's not worth it. You understand? It's not worth it. These dudes don't tell you this shit. They tell you just go out there and it's all good and nothing gonna happen and nothing, possibly can happen. I done had conversations with police. You know what I'm saying? That was being straight assholes. You dig? But it was like, it really wasn't nothing. I wasn't doing anything. So it was really like at some point they were just like, yo, man, go ahead, keep it moving. But the cops out here talk to you any kind of way. They don't give a fuck. You understand? They'll talk to you any type of way. You know what I mean? And yeah, you better have that U.S. Embassy number in your phone. You know what I mean? Cops will talk to you any kind of way out here. These dudes be walking around with heavy artillery. You think they give a fuck what you talk to? They'll talk to you like, get the fuck. You don't know what they saying, but you know he's saying some shit. And you need to just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Don't get into it no female. Don't get into it no dudes. Don't let no girl get in no argument. You knock a drink over on somebody, nigga, buy them another one. My bad. You know what I mean? You bump into somebody, my fault. Excuse me. Don't be just acting fly. Like, yo, fix it. You don't want these problems, man. You see what I'm saying? Be able to see a situation going left and just pull yourself out of it, bro. That's the only way you're going to be able to, you got to keep situations, at the minimum. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you say the Scoopy. You know what I mean? Humble yourself. Because if you don't humble yourself, the country going to humble you, bro. That's a fact. What's up, SO? The country is going to humble you down. You know what I mean? It's going to humble you down. If you don't humble yourself and you don't operate with a certain level of like cognitive understanding of your surroundings and instinctually knowing what's going on and keeping a certain type of person around you that's not going to pop off and put you in a bad situation, the country is going to humble you quick. Especially when you need some help and nobody going to help you. And you're a long way from Kansas, Dorothy. You know what I mean? So it's like all of these things come into play when you have to really make a life for yourself somewhere. It's a lot of things that could become problems. And that's why I wanted to make the video so that y'all can know it's a reality, it's a fantasy, it's a whole It's such a demographic of things that could go right and go wrong, you know? But you have to be intelligent enough to know, like, hey, don't wear no big stupid jewelry. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be like that, man. Dudes going to the club, throwing money around, all that nigga shit. Keep that shit in Magic City, man. You understand? Don't be doing that kind of shit. And they do it. They do it. You know what I'm saying? American dudes will come out here and doing all that shit. Yeah, passport pookies. Them niggas. They will come out here and fuck the vibe all the way up. You stay away from them dudes. Stay low, because I'm telling you, you go to a club and you see a bunch of brothers throwing money, do not be around them cats, man. They are drawing so much unneeded attention that can cause real danger. You know what I mean? Just stay low. You know what I mean? Dress like a local, blend in. Yeah, all of these things are common knowledge for anybody that's been to another country. You know what I mean? Don't even be like that with the extra shit. Like, you don't got to. You see it, and it's embarrassing. And when you see dudes doing that kind of shit in a club in another country, it makes you realize how stupid it is in general. Because they'll look at you like you're nuts out here. You understand? They'll look at you like you're nuts. And it won't be long before somebody, you know? Because honestly, you go to some of these clubs, right? Some of these clubs that, you know, dudes are like, suggest you go. Like, oh, you need to go, when you come here, go to Casa Block Rio and all that. Casa Block Rio is in one of the worst neighborhoods. You understand? I know a couple of people that got robbed out there, got robbed before they even got in the club. As soon as they got there, got robbed. You see what I'm saying? But dudes would be like, yeah, Casa Block Rio, you need to go there. That's where all the hoes at. Listen, man. That shit is way out the way. You know what I mean? I went in there one time, and there was this Brazilian dude talking to me. We was kind of cool. And for whatever reason, I was walking to the bathroom, but I was sitting somewhere else, and he kind of stopped me. And his man, I guess, thought I was running up on him, and he turned around with the mad aggressive, like, yo, what the fuck? And his man had to step in, like, yo, he cool, bro, like, chill. Little short motherfucker, like 5'7", 5'8". You know what I mean? And I don't mean nothing because he's short, because usually it'd be them short niggas that be having toast on them and all that. So I'm just looking at the situation like how fast that could have went left. Because I wasn't doing anything. I just was, he seen me, I said what up, I walked over to him. His man was between me and him. The dude I knew, his man was in between us, and he turned around with like the mad aggressive, like, who the fuck is this motherfucker? You see what I'm saying? Like, it be that. You go to these places, it be in the hood, man. And that hood mentality is universal. Universal. Big or small, right? Universal. You know what I mean? Yeah, right. That's right. I don't even like going out and seeing America. Yeah. I don't like seeing it neither. That club is super hood. Right. You don't want them problems, man. Cause it be a little bit of a funny energy when you American, especially if they got a history of, especially a club like Casa Block, where it's a lot of Americans being there. Black dudes going in there probably doing the most. I only been there twice. And I just never really cared for going there. But dudes would go there and real shit. They probably see a bunch of Americans in there trying to take all their girls, doing some shit with money, acting like they big balling out. And I could imagine somebody who's like don't got a lot could feel some type of way. Yeah, these are poor places, man. And you in there with your fucking Jordans and, you know what I'm saying, doing the most jury on. So you might, it might be creating an energy where dudes feel a little bit of low key animosity on you, but you putting yourself in that situation because you want to go there and be doing the most, and you don't know. So it's like I don't put myself in them situations. It's like I didn't go to another country to go find hood elements to reinsert myself back into some hood shit. The fuck sense does that make? You understand? You want to go from one hood to another hood in another country and try to reinsert yourself into that? I be knowing dudes that be like, yeah, I'm going to chill in the favela with my niggas in them. Like, what? What the fuck? Chill, dog. Why? You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Yeah. You go to dog. A dude got killed out here like 2 weeks ago. He was from LA. He was from UCLA. He was on a Portuguese exchange program with the language. So he probably spoke good Portuguese. This dude is in the favela in the North Zone, which is basically around where I was just talking about. Check this. Dude in the favela at a friend's house, a shootout breakout. He get up to change the TV, and that little split second of him walking there, he gets shot in the head. Cause he was in the hood. He in the hood. Why you want to go to the hood? For what? Everybody be like, yo, I gotta see the hood everywhere I go and see what it like. I want to feel the people. Like, who you think you are, man? The governor, president, or something like? Fuck, you want to go see the hood for? You know what I'm saying? Like, dog. That's hood. That's some hood level that you've never seen in your life. You don't know nothing about that. Like, why you want to go to the hood and make it like, and then come back acting like you had an experience? Like, for what? Have I been to parties in the favelas before? Yeah. Do I make it like a common thing for me to do? Fuck no. Hell no. You see what I'm saying? And it's not even like, yeah, that's what Carmelo said when he was like, yeah, I gotta go to the hood and see the projects and the people now, because that's my people and all that. Like, nigga, listen, man. For whatever reason, if it's a place you wouldn't set your head down and lay down and live, then you don't need to be there. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole energy it's a whole rules, and people want to take like these poverty vacations where they want to go and be amongst this. Like, fam, there's certain codes and things. Me knowing I'm from the hood, I know there's codes and unwritten things. There's things that happen that you might not be privy to, and you might just do the wrong thing because you just don't know, and you can't risk the outcome in the hood. Gangs and certain things you just can't do. Looking at the wrong nigga bitch, like, you can't assume it's gonna work out in your favor. You be in Copacabana or something happen, like, yeah, it's a lot of tourists, like police everywhere. Yeah, ain't nothing really gonna happen. Like, you might just, and you walk away from it. But go to the favela and something happen. Like, that beef can happen. Like, it's not gonna be where you bumped into a dude and he might be like, yo, you good? He might just feel like, nigga, fuck you in my hood for. I don't want to have the opportunity for that to be a possible outcome. For something to just go wrong and somebody feel like they got a problem with me in their terrain. I wouldn't do that in America. Hello? Are you assuming that, they're going to say it's cool? Right. I refuse. You're going to assume that confrontation is going to stop with a dap, and he's going to be like, nah, that's all right, man. My mistake. Or whatever he say. He start cursing you out in Portuguese. You don't know what the fuck he talking about. And you might make a gesture he don't like or whatever. Come on, man. If you travel, please don't feel like you got to go look for the hood. If you can afford to be somewhere nice, keep your motherfucking ass somewhere nice. You understand? Keep your motherfucking ass somewhere nice, bro. You understand? Places that got security. You know what I mean? Police presence. You know what I mean? Where you're not going to walk around and someone's going to rob you because you're walking around late night in the middle of nowhere in some crazy area that you're not supposed to be in because you feel like you're untouchable because you're from America or something. Like if something happened to you, the CIA or the federal government is going to come from a helicopter and save you like it's Predator, and they're going to take you off the chopper and take you back to America. Like, no. You know what I'm saying? I know multiple stories of Americans getting the bad end of the stick out here because it was some drama. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not gonna come. They're gonna come. They're gonna come with in the helicopter with the ropes, and the agent's gonna come and get you and take you up into the like. Nah, yo, you just gonna be in that situation until the situation is over with, and whatever the outcome is gonna be that. You know what I'm saying? This is real shit. So don't, like I said, don't let these dudes gas you into believing that because they got a thumbnail of a girl with a fat ass and they look like they macking and pimping. Dog, don't let that shit come out here and get your feelings hurt. You understand? Unless you're a bona fide trick to the end, tell a friend. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you want, then that's what you want. But if you're not about that, don't let these dudes gas you. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them gas you, fam. You know what I mean? So what do we take from this conversation? Learn the language. In any country, it'll benefit you greatly to learn the language. You never know if you got to go to the bank, go to the doctor. You might have to talk to somebody that really need to help you, and you got to get that shit out the right way. You know what I'm saying? Women in other countries are not that much different from anywhere else. You just got to be a grown man about yours. And usually you can kind of make things happen for yourself if you choose to act accordingly, fam. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Other things we talked about, cultural differences, people from the States, choosing your circle wisely, not hanging around knuckleheads, staying away from drugs in places where it's super illegal. You understand? Don't do none of that shit. Watch out for these hard head goofy niggas, man. I'm telling you. Just because this is my rule. I had to come in with this rule. Just because a motherfucker from the States don't mean he gotta be my friend. Just because you from America don't mean I gotta fuck with you because you in the same country as me now. Because a lot of times you might not have been a nigga I'd have fucked with back home anyway. So why would I change the rules here when when your dumb shit could get me in more trouble? So keep all these things in mind. Don't be a tough guy. You understand? Don't be a tough guy in no other country because you're not tougher than. There's always somebody that can whoop your ass somewhere. You see what I'm saying? So don't be a tough guy. Especially when there's nothing you could do about it if something go wrong. And ain't nobody going to help you, not even the police. They're going to look at you like you're a dumb gringo ass. That's what you get for being stupid. You see what I'm saying? All of these things are facts. Stay out of the hood. Don't come on no poverty trip trying to go to some grimy area because you think you tough. And you feel like you got to feel the streets. Like you the locks, we are the streets. Like you know what I'm saying? For what? If you go anywhere, safety should be your number one fucking priority in any country. Safety should be number one. You want to be safe. Yeah. And these are rich dudes. Freddie Gibbs, ASAP Rocky. What happened to them? Doing dumb shit. Hanging around a bunch of goofies. It doesn't make sense. You understand? And everybody who hasn't got on the Patreon, please join the Patreon. It's so worth your time. I put a lot of work into that. I try to make it a beautiful thing. I love my community on brothers on Patreon. We have a great conversation. We always got something different to talk about. I just don't talk about women on there. It's all types of topics and discussions, things that you can sit and really meditate to, get you some peace. I'm telling you, brothers, please heed my advice. I want y'all all to travel the world and have a great experience and live this life experience to the fullest. But don't listen to dudes who you wouldn't invite over for a beer, tell you how to be when you go to another country. You understand? Because at the end of the day, that type of shit will have you back home, broke, with your feelings hurt, talking about, fuck this country. This country's trash. Only because you took the advice from a lame, a goofball, a goofy mark, taught you how to move in a country where he don't even move right. You understand? Like, dog, it's easy to make anything look like paradise. You got to create paradise. If you come to Rio or Brazil or South America or Asia, anywhere, if you don't have the mentality to create a paradise for yourself, the country's not automatically going to do it for you, right? Because it all gets old. You got to be happy with who you are. You think I care about going to the beach every fucking day? No. You know what I'm saying? But it's like at the end of the day, you got to be at peace with yourself. You got to be at peace with yourself because everywhere you go, say it with me, gentlemen, there you are. Everywhere you go, you're going to be that when you go to that country. Maybe just a little more extreme because you got more spending money power. So you can do more bullshit. You understand me? You got to make it where you got to know who you are, bro. You got to know who you are. Because going to another country is going to expose you. Because you're going to be out here naked. So if you're not strong-willed and you got discipline and sense, you're going to find yourself, come on, man. And yeah, and I don't really want to see Brazil end up like Sasua. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that type, if it get like that, I'm out of here. You see what I'm saying? I'll be off in the cut somewhere in some other part of Brazil where nobody at before I sit around waiting for that. So it's like, I don't want to see that any of y'all have a bad experience overseas. Just make sure that you really see that it can change your life and it could be a beautiful thing. You could really go somewhere and certain opportunities to change your life will come, and you probably live a life you couldn't even imagine just because you took the time to go to another place and try it out. You know what I'm saying? And you never know. But don't think it's like it's something you don't gotta work for. You ain't gotta build it. It's a lot of hard shit. It's a lot of paperwork and documents and bureaucracy and all type of shits to go through to get comfortable in a place where you here for real now. So don't let these dudes gas it where it's like, nah, man, yeah, you could come around and do all that bullshit, but that's not a sustainable life. You know what I'm saying? It's not a sustainable life. You know what I mean? Right. Stay away from cornballs, home and abroad. Because I'm telling you, lame dudes got passports too. And lame dudes got YouTube channels, and don't make it don't make it like that. It could be something where it could be beautiful and life altering. Or it could be something where you catch a L, you down bad, and you rushing to go home. You can't wait to go home because you done did some bullshit. You know what I mean? It's people want it to be easy and peaceful, but it's not. So I'm gonna leave you with that, right? Listen, I don't do a lot of live streams, and I appreciate everybody for even sticking around this long as I try to break this shit down, because I've been hearing so many conversations and talking to so many dudes and seeing so many different videos coming my way about certain shit, and I'm like, let me just explain it from somebody who got a different perspective, somebody who actually lives here and has lived here and has went through all of the motions. You understand? Got the visas, got the crib. I have an ID, Brazilian ID. I have a bank account. I have credit cards. I have a credit established. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm doing all of it. I'm showing you the full scope of what it take. And none of it was easy. You understand? None of it was easy, but I wanted to have my life the way I wanted it. I wanted all the opportunity that this place can afford me, right? You know, I want to own property out here. I'm working on all of that. I got a plan for the next year, and that's what I'm gonna do. But it's certain steps you got to take first so that you can have access to everything a country offers. Just going there and fucking bitches like you gonna go home and you didn't do nothing with it. See, and that's the thing I'll tell you about a lot of Europeans and motherfuckers. They'll go to another country, they'll look it up, Asian people, and they'll start buying property, they'll start doing business. And the next you know, now they got something established. You see what I'm saying? Real talk. They got something established. And I think brothers need to be more focused on that. Doing real estate, opening restaurants. There's all type of opportunity in places like Brazil and where Asia. You see them people in what's the channel with the African dude? And he got the channel where he lives in Japan and he interviews all these black people, black experience in Japan, and all these people opening businesses and restaurants and all of that type of shit. You don't hear nobody talking about the girls. They talking about business, getting things done. If you want to really do it, like I have money overseas in overseas bank accounts. You see what I'm saying? Think about it. Use that energy, and that's what it's about. Business. Getting out there and learning the code and getting to the point where you can do anything, man. You just got to get out there and put yourself on the ground the right way. And it'll all work out. You know what I mean? Just for anybody who's inspired to want to go travel. I'm telling you the good, the bad, and the ugly, but I'm also telling you that it's a beautiful thing. If you come out here with your mind right. Crypto gang, Oheen, peace, brother. You could do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm laying the blueprint. And brothers laid the blueprint before me. Hopefully that brother decided to do a YouTube channel and he could explain things in such a way that I couldn't explain it. Been here almost 20 years and doing it the right way. A way that he inspires me. I had to come out here to get re-inspired. I want to be like him. You see what I'm saying? Because I see what he's doing. Multiple properties, business going. Like, damn, okay. I could do this. I could do this. Let me follow his script. That's what we want to do. We want to do it hardcore like that. So before I get out of here, I want to thank all of y'all for listening. Hope I gave you some information that could inspire you to do some research or to at least, figure out what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Just give you the inspiration to know and be prepared to know what it is. Even if you got to watch this back and just take little notes and just keep yourself like, okay, I know, okay, let me be ready for it, right? Because dudes are not explaining everything online. They're just giving you, oh, it's girls out here. And, like, that's not it. Yeah, you want to be a global citizen. So, again, it takes a lot of sensibility to be in another place. You have to be of an elite cloth to do it and to prosper. To be prosperous in another country, you have to be of elite level, intellectual sensibility. You got to be able to be a networker beyond your wildest dreams to get people on your side in another country that's from that country. So you understand? You got to be elite, because everybody that come here on some bullshit, they go right back home with their tail tucked between their legs, and they try to tell you it's this and that and blah blah blah. I'm telling you, it's real. You understand? So everybody who don't know, the Patreon is there. Everybody who's new, thank you if you subscribed or not. Do what you want. If you want to check the Patreon, check it out. Can anybody drop a link in there one more time, just so anybody who doesn't know or just curious, check it out. You know what I mean? It's light work, $5, $10, $20. That's my tiers. Just depending on how much you fuck with me. Yeah, everybody got access to everything. So it's just what you feel like holding me down with and showing your love and appreciation. And I appreciate all of it. You know what I'm saying? So, and after this, I got to get on and edit a video for Patreon and finish that up and drop that. So, you know, that's how much. I'm doing Patreons once a week. You know what I'm saying? At my best, depending on if it's having trouble editing and it's a little more work or whatever. Can I do a video in few Portuguese? No. But it'll definitely be a goal of mine. So I want all you brothers to be prosperous, man, to find out what it is you want to do it, have no fear of it. The goal is to be free and autonomous, no strings attached, to be a ghost. You know what I mean? To be able to go and just, have a life that at any minute you could go find something better and you could walk and just move on to the next thing and just be free. I'm all about freedom. That's what I talk about, freedom. You know what I'm saying? Being free. Free to make a decision, make a mistake, And if you guys out here looking for love and all of that, man, go fucking live. You only get one life, bro. You might as well try. Do something. Because it's like, yo, you want to have all them experiences that when you look back on this shit, you ain't let a nigga on YouTube tell you a sucker because you went to go to another country and you gave a fuck. What do you care? If your goal is to lead the country, your mind frame should already be in that country now. That's how I got here. My mind frame was already here before I got here. You understand? So you already programming yourself. You already, you're already programming, you're already making the plans, and all of a sudden your body is just going to start following your mind, and all of a sudden things are just going to start happening. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, time waits for nobody. You understand? So it's like, just like put your mind in that country now. Start absorbing the culture now. Absorbing the language. Finding people from there, maybe pen pals or somebody, just people to give you a little inspiration. Follow channels of people that live in that country. Get the inspiration of people that's doing what you want to do. Not niggas just talking about, yeah, the hoes is here. Like niggas is opening businesses or got homes and wives and families and just doing things that you think are fly. Get that shit embedded in your brain and tell yourself, I'm going to be there next year. I'm going to be there in 2 years. I'm going to be there in 6 months. And watch how it start happening. You know what I'm saying? Free yourself up, man. It's a Thinking Man's Templar, a.k.a. Ghost. I just want to come on this live and show some love, man. And I'm going to definitely do more of these and make sure all you brothers get the game. Because right now, mine is all about being abroad and living a different life and my experiences, being here. And good, bad, and ugly. I got a lot of stories. I got a lot of brothers I know who got stories. And but I wouldn't trade it for nothing. I wouldn't trade it for nothing, bro. So so anybody check out that Patreon. I got links all through my other videos, so it's not hard to find. Salute to all y'all. Peace. Enjoy this night. Enjoy your week. Enjoy all of that. Get everything done. Handle your business. You know what I'm saying? And definitely cover your sixes. As I always say, cover your six. Keep your mind sharp. Walk in them righteous steps. And I'll be back to share some more love with y'all. Peace and blessings. Shout out to everybody who's donated or even subscribed to the Patreon, subscribe to the channel, everybody that's commented, everybody that's showing love. I want y'all dudes to be blessed. I got some work to do, and I'm going to get to that, and I hope you dudes enjoy the rest of your day. Peace. This is Thinking Man's Templar. Passport Brothers, separating the fantasy from the reality. Peace.